What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Greenfield Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z. Burns Adele. With me, as always, some of my boys are in the building, but it doesn't matter because we got my main man, Angry John Rosado.
What's up?
And then filling in for Million Dollar Welsh, the one, the only, Big Dick Polish Hill Kenny. What up, Big Polish Hill?
Boys? What's up, boys? 1,000-air Kenny coming in to fill in the $1 million shoes. There,
oh, dude, we appreciate you being here,
Where's
dude.
$1 million Welsh on his yacht?
Yeah, so it was like, yes, he was like, he had to go out, he had to count his money today. You know what I mean? To do stuff rich people do. I think he had to get his Rolex polished, things like that, get fitted for new golf clubs, stuff, you know.
He set that bar open. It didn't take him long to start taking vacations. You know, he worked on that hard.
They're printing money over there.
Yeah, fuck, I heard it was around the block, the line getting in there.
Well, dude, I actually was over there.
$9 beer night.
Specials.
We did a comedy show Friday night. Me, Joe Welsh, Bill Crawford, Jeff Conkle. Big shout out to those guys. We had a sold-out show. Thanks to everyone that came. There was actually a lot of podcast people there. Thank you for your support. Packed show, great show. Like when I say that, I mean I don't give credit to the comedians. I give credit to the audience. It was just a fucking awesome audience. They were into it. They were laughing. They were having a good time.
Everybody's there to laugh,
dude. It was like filled, but there was like, so we're gonna do another one the end of March. So keep your eyes peeled. Also March 14th, I'm gonna be doing a big comedy show, Greenfield's Finest Podcast comedy show at the Square Hill Sports Bar. Tickets will be available this week. As of late, all of our events have been selling out really fast, so I'm going to post it. I already got a great headliner for it, so if you see it posted, you're interested in coming, probably grab your tickets sooner than later. So that's the shout out to Smashed and Fried, the new business opened up in Greenfield. Young Rodney, Steele, and Vinny, they opened it up. It's where Pickles used to be, Huff's. It's a brewery called Mondays, and what they did is they have the kitchen part. Place was fucking packed. They sold hundreds of burgers on Saturday. Great food, good people. Did a little comedy show down there. But if you're in Greenfield, check out Smashed and Fried. It's where the old Pickles used to be. You won't regret it. Great food. Amazing burgers. I think they got some. They're really popular for a fish sandwich in Maryland blue crab sandwich. People seem to love those. Like,
good.
Yeah,
Now, how long
Lent
is
coming.
yeah.
Yep. Ooh, yeah, that's right. How long is that? Pickles has been out of for a while, right?
Probably 15 years.
And has it always been open? Is something else?
It was Huff's.
Or has it been closed
It was
down
hot
for a
for
while?
probably about 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
And then it was supposed to transition to something else. That didn't work out. Then this Monday Brewing came in. And, you know, I don't know how they were doing, but I know now that this restaurant is in there and they're selling food. It's packed.
Yeah.
There's plenty of seating. It was packed. There wasn't an empty seat in the house. So it seems like it was a good partnership for the bar to bring them in on. It's a good place to go hang out. If you're into the you know, you want to get a cold one and some good food, stop down there anytime. We got the Super Bowl coming up. Love to hear your guys' thoughts on the Super Bowl and maybe a Super Bowl prediction. Start with you, John.
I'm going to take, I think Philly's going to win
Yeah.
by like 2.
Give me one person you think they'll score a touchdown.
Saquon's going to take over that game.
That's how you feel
Yep.
about it? Okay. Over 100 rushing yards?
Yep.
I like it.
I think he's going to bust the long one for like 60. Yeah, I think he's going to get over 100.
Yeah.
He's determined, dude. He's running. He's like in the zone. I've never seen it like a running back, like besides like Terrell Davis that one year, like just like be able to break big run. He just seems like he's like can will his team to win. For the running back position, it's like you don't see it very often.
I agree with that. There's been like I've seen good running backs. I was like younger when Barry played. You know, I remember Barry Sanders somewhat, but like the way that Saquon plays, he's like a power elusive back. It's just like such a crazy.
He's running like a maniac. Plus, they got them. They got them 2 good receivers.
Right, they got Devontae Smith, AJ Brown,
and AJ Brown,
Dallas Goedert.
Good Dallas Goedert and Jalen. I just think they're lying. I don't know. I think it's Philly's year.
I mean, like they say, like the trenches is one in the game. I mean, that's where you win the game at in the trenches. And like, I know the Chiefs have good trench players, but like, dude, the Eagles literally drafted like their D line is like all those Georgia national championship D linemen. They're like one that, I mean, they're
both sides of the ball. They're fucking heavy.
That Jalen Carter's unfucking believable.
He's a menace.
N'Kobe Dean, phenomenal.
They drafted a couple of good. They're just good team. I mean, this is going to be a good matchup. I mean, Kansas City, it's hard to bet against because they're just going to keep it close. And like, I think it's going to be a close game, and like, it could come down to a field goal either way.
I think it's just in the cards for KC. They got the win on the three-peats history. They won out there. Fucking, I can't bring it in. It's not in me to root for a team from Philly. So I want to just predict KC just because that's who you're going to be rooting for. I wasn't rooting for them to get there, but now that they're there, three-peat, you're going to see it.
Yeah, I wanted Buffalo, but they failed.
Give me a stat. If you were to bet a stat on the game, like a prop, give me a prop.
I don't know. Fuck. Passing touchdown, Mahomes, first score.
Okay.
That's one of them, right?
Yeah, that's
for over 50.
Over 50 yards?
Yeah. Put that one in there.
All right.
You think he's going deep?
That got to be 30. That got to be up there.
I think. Yeah. I mean, they got their deep threats. Xavier Worthy, the rookie. I mean, I think what's he run the fastest? 40.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they got Bernard or DeAndre Hopkins too, but he's a little older.
He hasn't done shit in the playoffs.
No,
it's weird because I bet on him twice in the playoffs, and like I literally think he has one catch in 2 games. But like it's weird because during Juju actually had
I can see Juju getting a touchdown.
Yeah. I actually wouldn't mind. I don't hate Juju. I like Juju.
I never did nothing to me.
No,
What do they have it at? No, the over under.
I'd have to look.
Yeah, I don't know.
Was it like what was like? I think it was like 48.5.
Yeah, I think I'd take it over on that too.
Yeah, I like Kansas City just for the three-peat. Even though like everything, I've never seen none of us have ever seen a three-peat in football. I kind of want to see it.
It's something you want to see, even if you don't.
Where are they playing the Super Bowl this year?
New Orleans.
So which team likes to party more? We get on Bourbon Street.
I don't. I mean, you got to look at. They won it in Vegas last.
Them Eagles.
Yeah.
The Eagles.
Well, the Eagles were there 2 years ago?
Yeah.
They lost to KC.
Yeah. So
they. I think
they. KC's been there. Well, that could. I don't know if that hurts or helps them. We've been there 3 years. Fucking, I'm going out tonight.
Like they're almost like a team that got bored during they were 15-1 and.
Yeah.
Like at that point, they're bored winning.
Yeah, that's like they got bored, like how the Penguins were. Like they're bored during the regular season. Playoffs come and they turn it on. I don't know. I just see the Eagles winning for some reason.
I'm looking forward to. I went down Costco. Like I'm having like a pretty big Super Bowl party with myself. Like same thing I do every year.
Sucks these days when you get older, don't it?
It
used
does.
to be such a day.
And the weird thing is,
I like Home Depot.
Like watching. The older I got, the more I like being by myself watching the game. I don't know why. It's just like I like being by myself watching the game. I don't know. If I had to pick a prop, I would go with Kareem Hunt to score the first touchdown of the game. That's what I'm going with. Kareem Hunt has surprisingly been punching it in the end. Not surprisingly, but he's been outshining Pacheco. I think he's going to score the first touchdown.
He's been running hard.
Yeah. And he's been getting the ball in the red zone.
They got Mahomes running a lot near the goal line too.
That came in clutch for me a couple weeks ago. Like I had Mahomes scoring a touchdown, but I didn't see him scoring 2.
Right.
And now that dude, when it comes to Super Bowl, can't hold nothing back, dude.
What do you got, heads or tails?
See, I don't know.
Tails.
Tails.
Do you?
I got tails.
Yeah, I don't think I always say tails, and I don't think I win a lot with that one. I feel like heads hits more because I always bet tails.
Your car, buddy Yogi,
bet,
he claims that his 9-year-old son has called the coin toss right every year for 12 years, but he's only 9 years old.
You got to pay him like $20 though from to tell you.
Yeah, from to tell you who his son. No, but I will be on his son Gio. He's 11. He has gotten the coin toss. I'd say probably right 6 out of the last 8 times.
So he's due to lose.
That's good.
Yeah.
Or he's just a winner.
He's just a winner. He is a winner.
Yogi got him putting in parlays.
Well, Yogi
now.
gets crushed. I don't know Yogi, but I hear from the stories Yogi kind of gets crushed a little bit at the gambling.
He puts in.
He had some bad years.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I think his son's probably like helps him more.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe it's skipped a generation.
He gives him like I think
at.
Gio comes with like some
No offense,
solid
Yogi.
advice. Yogi likes to go from the gut.
Yeah.
I think Gio's more analytic.
Well, it's crazy. Now.
Or it literally is just a coin toss. You're better off not knowing.
Right.
They put the line so fucking close. They know. What
I'm
they're
so
doing.
like, dude. I'm so glad. Like, I got enough problems. Like, I have zero interest in gambling.
No, right. I'm lucky. That's one vice I don't have either.
I kind of do, and
I know you. Yeah,
I'm in like a little gambling group that we created with me, Yogi, and our boy Burns, and right now we're betting on women's European soccer. So like it's just like it was like even my girlfriend said to me, she was like, "Oh, football's done. You're done gambling," and I'm literally Googling best soccer bets, and that didn't hit today. You know what I mean? It was like the Egypt League, whoever the fuck they were. I didn't know women were allowed to do anything over there, and obviously they're not allowed to score goals either. So, they fucking lost. So, not a big fan of Egyptian.
Well, don't worry. Football season's over Sunday. You got a lot more European soccer you can gamble on coming up February, March till you get back to work at least.
He'll be betting spring training baseball.
Yeah, it's
hockey.
It's
It's got to be so. I don't even want to have one of them sites. It's gonna be so easy to just click.
I would for both Ians. If you don't have any of the sites, I know it's not like if you don't want to get into it, but if you do not have any, if you're not signed up for any of the sites,
you get the free shit.
Right, sign up for the Super Bowl, and both Ians. If you'd sign up for 4 sites, you would get, I think it would be like $800 in free bets. Bet 400 on one side, 400 on the other. You're guaranteed to walk away with $800.
That worked. Yeah, my cousin did that years ago. I forget what 2 casinos it was or something. There was like 15 of us that all did it. You know, you sign up for both, and you pick a baseball game to bet each side, and head your bet, and you get the free money from this, and free money. We all end up winning like $500. But I don't know.
Nice.
You know, obviously you're in that system now forever. I don't know which ones it was or whatever. But
it was one in Philadelphia, and it was Rivers Casino. What it was is if you deposited $500, they matched it. The other one matched it. So now you had $1,000 to bet with. So you could bet $1,000 on one side, $1,000 on the other, and then because of that free bet, you automatically were guaranteed to win.
to 500 or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
I signed my pap up, my mum up.
Right, that was free fucking
Yeah.
money. I mean, it's like
I didn't even do it. My cousin did it. He's a computer literate. I said, here's my mom's information. Here's my paps.
Yeah.
Here's $20 from each bet, buddy. Sign us up.
I have a buddy who had like a bunch of like he had like someone who had a bunch of like homeless people living with them, and he had them all sign up. Gave him like $30. He ended up making like, I think it was like close to like, I think he made like $6,500.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Our old buddy JB. So he was all over that. Last week, if you guys were listening, Rosado brought up a great topic. I didn't get to see it. Larry dug up the info on this. It was the Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers hug. Let's see this, Larry.
All right, you got it. Give me one.
If you're not watching it, we'll have Rosado give you the play-by-play on this.
All right, here you go.
What do you think about that?
I think the jump before him was a little gay.
Oh, I didn't like the touch.
Can we play it back? Let's see.
Yeah,
Play it
we'll
back
do it one more time.
Yeah.
Look at the jump before
That
him.
underarm hug. That sounds like a schmooze, too.
Amazing. Feeling centered.
This is a third. This.
Yeah, the whole thing.
They've touched wieners before.
Yeah.
I think you're right, Johnny.
If you're
They had like a devil's three-way going one time, and then the girl like had to pee or something, and
and
then
they just kept going. Yeah. Yeah.
Look right there. See, Eagle Tits knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Now, I will say, I did pull up another clip from the documentary because I didn't watch all of it. I just scrubbed through it really fast. And when he's high at that that retreat, he's hugging people like that too.
he's
So
the catcher that for sure.
But
Josh
it's
Allen.
still like
Dude.
it's out of setting. It's
Look
not
at
it's
Jared,
not the right setting.
Jared Goff is looking
Jared
jealous.
Goff
Yeah,
is-
look at him in there. He's
He's
like, what
getting
the fuck?
jealous. There's like some weird.
Look at
Do
the
you think
jump.
there's like
That's
a weird gay NFL
buddy.
quarterback club?
I mean, if you're like an NFL quarterback elite like those dudes, you've gotten so much coos. I wonder if it's just like you're just like sick of it, and you're
You want to top end, high end.
They say like the rappers have dudes that like when the girls ain't around, they just ponder hole just because they need something to stick it in. Maybe quarterbacks get that much coups too since high school.
Dude, you're up underneath
so
the
they just
center.
like,
Yeah.
you know what? We don't have any of our butt boys here. Turn around. I'm better than you.
I'm glad I didn't get that much coos.
No,
But
no,
I
that's
started
good.
banging. I
I'm
ain't
very
started
satisfied
banging
with my
eagle
hand.
tits. Yeah. I'd rather jerk, but yeah, John called that. Quick heads up: if you love watching our videos, for pretty soon, maybe even starting this week, we're only going to be uploading the videos to YouTube, specifically for the reason because we're losing streams and downloads because they don't count them on Spotify and things like that if you like watch the video. So we're going to be strictly uploading to YouTube. So it's easy to find us on YouTube. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. But all of our videos from now on will be strictly on YouTube. If not this week, it'll be next week. All right, let's see what else we got. Larry, can you pull this one up?
Yes, sir.
Airplane fight for legroom.
You got it.
Okay, let's see what this is about. Oh, there's a fat.
Yep, it always starts.
It always
Always starts with
fats
fat.
on airplanes.
That's not right.
Should be allowed to turn around and punch her right in the fucking head.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, you
Now the-
did not.
Yes, I did. You've been kicking my chair.
You leaned your chair back.
The chair's leaned back for comfort.
Not that far.
Man, that's as far as it goes. That's the farther I put it.
Well, you know what? I need leg room.
I know you need leg room. I'm giving you that, but the chair goes back. You don't
Leg room.
What a fucking lunatic. How? Like, if anyone takes her, how? I respect this dude for doing that.
Oh no, you didn't.
You should
Yeah.
be allowed to turn around and punch her right in the fucking head.
This
Right.
almost seems staged.
What do you think? I mean, a lot of these
I
are.
am kind of curious about it possibly being staged. Just the fact that like maybe it's between flights, but if you look like right around here, like it looks way too dead.
Right.
Go ahead, play it again, Larry.
You got it.
Oh, there's only two heads.
So it's like the back half.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, a lot of this shit is the airline's fake, but I bet it happens. Though. It's just
This
reenactments
seems
more
kind
than
of real. This
The
seems
story's
kinda real.
probably real, but it could be reenacted.
It could be between flights.
Yeah,
like
that
where
too.
there are like people
That's
waiting.
as far as it goes. That's the farther I put it.
Well, you know what? I need leg room.
My
I know
cousin
you
did
need
that.
leg room. I'm giving you that, but the chair goes back. You don't
Leg room.
She need a punch in the fucking
Yeah, every
face.
time I see one of these
Her legs
videos,
ain't even hitting the thing. She's
She
a
got
fat,
ti-
short bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
Her legs ain't even hitting the seat.
She does got some tiny ass little legs.
I've been the fat on the plane. I just wanted everything to not be like that.
What?
I said, I don't want to annoy anybody. I'm trying not to spill over into the fucking other seat.
You're on a plane that happens to you. What are you doing?
Nothing. People are allowed to total 100% right to put the
no,
fucking
somebody's
seat back.
kicking the back of your
somebody
chair.
starts kicking the back.
That's tough. You got to like, it's tough to keep your cool in that, but you got to try as much as you can, right?
Would you-
In fact,
do you-
grind a flight
would
because
you-
of you, that's a felony.
If somebody smacked my chair like that aggressively,
It's
like
tough
there's
not
some
to say
I've
that.
had like annoying kicks,
Yeah.
and you're just kind of like, man, this is annoying. But that's
It's
like
tough.
if that's aggressive, then you got to address
It's probably
it.
as calm
At some
as that guy
point-
could have handled it.
Intentional too. Like the
Right.
annoying kicks. You're like some people with restless legs.
Yeah,
I get
look,
it.
I'm doing it right now. I got
Yeah.
the restless leg, but yeah.
Right, like a little kid, and they're doing that. You know, like I don't know, like that's too aggressive. You can't let it.
Well, one time it was
Hard as fuck.
we
too.
went to Florida for my another cousin's wedding. The whole family had to flight, and my cousin was behind me, and I was leaning in the seat, almost the same thing. She kept pushing my seat up, and I'm like, "What are you doing? Like, just because I'm your cousin, your little cousin, you can't." If I was a stranger, you wouldn't be allowed to put my seat up.
Right.
You know, I'm allowed to put that back. The same. It was almost the exact same thing. I mean, like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, all these videos of these flights, it makes me like never want to fly. I mean, I'll fly,
It's just
but
no,
like
you
it's
can't
just,
get no beef on a plane. You got to do everything you can not to. But
You brought up a good
but
point.
how much are you supposed to sit there and let
no.
that lady make you
that
a
was
bitch?
ridiculous.
But before the podcast started, there, but like we were like talking, and like John was saying something about like staying off social media. I'm like starting to agree with that because it does nothing but make me fucking angry.
Right.
Like and it's like they know what pisses you off, and they show it to you.
Yeah, sure they do.
And it's just
They know it's going to get the clicks.
right, exactly. Moving forward, Antonio Brown going on a podcast. Pull this clip up later.
So right now it's just photos, but it's basically we have probably in the next week or two a lot of stuff to look forward to from Antonio Brown.
What did he say?
He hasn't. It's just photos that he's going on podcasts. He hasn't actually been like the footage hasn't
Nothing
come out.
come
They
out
haven't-
yet, no
they haven't
clips.
released the episodes.
I wonder. I mean, usually when people do the podcast tour, they're promoting something. I wonder if he's promoting something. I mean, yeah, of course, the CTE, ESPN.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Twitter. stuff
It's
like.
funny, it's not going to come out before the Super Bowl, right?
What do you think?
Is he relevant
If
after
it
the
doesn't
Super
come
Bowl
out
on
this
Sunday?
week, then, yeah.
Right. I bet you come. I mean, if he did them, why?
Oh, he went on Theo Vaughn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'd be interesting to hear them two
we'll
talk.
see if it's just. Maybe it was like, what a dud. There ain't even no clips they're putting out yet.
Yeah, yeah.
So apparently the person that runs his Twitter didn't come on there with him to tell him what to say.
Dude, he gets so extremely high sometimes, like it's hard to understand him. So hopefully, like he was like halfway straight.
There was a great clip of it was like his highlights, and then like the caption of the highlights was like, "I'll never forgive Vontez Perfect," and like, dude, it was just like amazing watching his fucking highlights. I was like, dude, it was sick.
He was definitely the best receiver. I mean, for the Steelers. I mean, dude, he caught everything.
Best receiver we ever
Yeah.
had. Best Pittsburgh.
Always
receiver.
made plays
Yeah,
when you needed them to.
Yeah. So the shit that happened with Justin Tucker. So I'm sure, like, people are aware of that. Justin Tucker being accused right now, allegedly, pulling his dick out. Some massage therapist. Yeah, someone said he jizzed on the table without, like, I guess he was dry humping the table.
But they weren't in the room.
So that's like when I'm like, what do you do? Just jerk off on a table? Here's
leaving what they believe to be ejaculate on the massage table after 3 straight.
Yeah, and after his third treatment, and like they were like putting like him and Deshaun Watson in the same category. I have no fucking clue what Tucker did, but then they start throwing Robert Kraft in these memes, and I'm like, listen. Here's my whole opinion on that. Robert Kraft don't deserve that. Robert Kraft went to an established rub and tug to get a rub and tug. He didn't go to a fucking physical therapist who was like a professional fit. He went to an Asian lady who jerks people off for $100.
Now, why would he, if he wanted to do that, like him and Deshaun Watson, like,
why didn't they go to?
I don't understand. Like, you're like this, it seems like that, or just make it clear.
Right. Well, you had said like
what
part
your
of
expectations are.
I want to turn this
out of this massage
therapist into.
Dude, you've got massages before, Z-Bird. I mean, do you like? Is there accidental boners?
Yeah, yeah.
She's rubbing the inside of his thighs. I seen the one thing, like she was rubbing the inside of his thighs, and he got a boner, and that like rubbed off her.
Yeah,
hands.
see, that's not kind.
And they had said in the thing when they interviewed, they said that that's normal for a man to become aroused. It is. You get touched
inside of your thighs, right? I mean, he's a kicker,
right? Like
I don't know. I never.
You got to rub one out before you go in there, right? If it's just for a legit massage.
It depends how much time you got on your hands.
How much time you need? Come on, Z-Bird, we kidding.
Yeah.
Come on.
But like, dude, sometimes you don't want to rub one out. Sometimes you want to rub one out.
If you're going to the not legit one, obviously,
right?
I mean, like I said. So is he butt naked?
Yeah, but they said so. He was butt naked, and they said they had covered him with the towel, and he became exposed over and over. So he would like remove
his boner
throwing
was
the
just
towel
flying.
off.
His boner was just
his boner
misplacing the towel.
well, his boner, he was laying flat.
You could tell, dude. They said that this shit was going on. He knew something was going to happen, so he was kicking like shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was about to come out.
Yeah, he had I guess
It was in his head.
he knew it was. I'm just saying, like, dude, like if like
I don't.
maybe like what these
Maybe he was
dudes.
too backed up because he's going to the wrong massage parlors and he wasn't getting his shit out. And he got
Right,
too much
like,
baby
you gotta
batter
make
on
it
the
clear,
brain.
guys. Like, I'm sure you could find masseuse that will do it.
1,000%.
Like, why
Yeah.
leave it to
That's where the whole
to like
thing
up
comes
like a tooling talk. You don't know who the
Right.
hell's going to get offended.
Well, they said, and here's the thing:
That's part of the kick,
The
maybe.
places where they were I don't know about. I know nothing about the Deshaun Watson case, but from what I've read about his, is he was going to places where all the other players were going. So like, he had to have known like
This is a legit place.
Yeah, like they weren't like no one else was getting shit saying about him. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, talk. Like you got to be better than that. You might.
This is going on a Super Bowl run, dude. You can't be.
Maybe one of the greatest kickers of all time.
His legacy's just
You're
ruined.
just getting away. You're giving up in like an easy one. You get a lot
See,
of
that's what
leeway
I mean.
being
So you
like
got-
famous and
you
shit,
got
but this is
4
like a
to-
free one that you're giving away with.
Dude.
Deserve what you get.
Dude,
It's
especially
like-
after Deshaun Watson, like you'd be like, dude, you just can't be like.
This didn't happen yesterday. This happened in
During the-
2016.
This is 2016?
2016.
So like
They
this
kept the lid on it for
down
9
here is from
years.
I don't like
2021.
that.
Like this bottom corner tweet, that's
Yeah.
from 2021.
Yeah. So like it's a while. That's 3 years ago.
Yeah, it could have been going much longer.
Is canceled, but it's not my place to provide. Yeah, 2021.
That tweet right there was from 2021?
The bottom one here, Justin Tucker is canceled, but it's not my place to provide a reason. Let's just say he's been told by many massage places to never come back.
So yeah, there was like places like
he's a creep.
But then they said that part of it wasn't true. That the massage place that he had been back to those same places over and over. So I'm not saying he didn't do nothing inappropriate. By no means am I.
Z-Bird, do you think they're getting ready to legalize? They're legalized gambling.
Yeah.
They're about to legalize weed. Do you think there should be legalized massages with happy endings?
I mean,
Just so like it can be clear cut. Here's what you're gonna get.
yeah, like
Like almost like you know what I mean. Like just
you got a lot of. I mean, you got a lot of widows out there. You got a lot of like single guys. I mean, you know,
stress relief.
Could,
Right.
what do they call? You could very least decriminalize it. It is the oldest
It
occupation.
is the oldest profession, but like so, it's like shit. Like dude, Justin Tucker, you want to be a creep? Go to a place where they allow for that.
But I don't. But here's the thing: there is places where people go that it happens. That's what I mean. Like where I don't agree
I don't
with.
think they're hunting them down too much.
He's going
when
to he's going to
just
like
says massage.
he's
on
going
the
to
place,
like
you
a
know,
massage envy.
Where they're not
Right.
down with it.
No,
Right.
corporate. Don't go to the corporate place.
Like,
Right.
dude, they don't care that you're like
you
a
gotta go to the
famous
mom and
football
pop
player. Like
massage place.
that makes
Right,
you like a
support
bigger
local business.
Right, that makes you a bigger target. You got some money to sue for.
Right,
Right.
that too. Right, your target on you already.
And it's like these massage there, and I'm not, and who knows? Like I mean, I'm pretty sure. You know,
Also,
I'll-
like what always gets me is like you're in the NFL, you still got to pay for it.
well, no, they're not. That's the thing. They're not paying. It's just the team's paying for them.
Expected. Yeah.
Yeah, this is all covered. Like the team's like, hey, here's the place.
Right,
you
these
guys
are like
get.
trainers.
Right. It's just bad. He shouldn't have done it. You know,
Yeah.
if he did it, he shouldn't have done it. But like,
He
you
needs
know,
a guy masseuse to come out and complain about his boner, and he
Well,
can be
dude,
like, "Look, see, it's not the women; it's just the thing don't
remember,
have
you
mind
know
of its
who
own
that
down
happened
there."
to? John Travolta.
Yeah, that's
What?
true too.
John Travolta was doing that
So
to
they
male
say.
masseuses.
Yeah,
what?
with this
Same exact thing.
situation.
Oops,
Yeah.
my towel fell off. Stick your finger up my ass.
Hey,
Wait,
Oh, that's
Saturday Night Fever.
John Travolta, hero of mine and yours. He got
You
a
never
little
heard
jammed
that
up.
before?
No, he's gay.
yeah, I mean, he might be trying to
Halfway,
get some
I guess.
guys to touch it a little bit.
Yeah, every
you
so
know.
often he likes to finger up his butt. I don't know.
I'm still a fan of his. I mean, that doesn't really change much.
Yeah, look who's talking. Great performance.
Great
Yeah.
movie.
Great
Saturday,
movie.
Saturday
I love
Night
Look Who's
Fever.
Talking.
One of the best movies ever.
Yeah.
He
I like
played,
Grease too.
when he
Yeah.
played John Gotti
Yeah, that was good. I just
He
recently
played-
saw that for the first time. That was real
on
good.
Prime Video.
Yeah.
Fucking great movie. And if he likes getting dude's finger in his root,
Yeah, I mean, keep it to yourself. Just don't push your Scientology on me, weirdo.
yeah, I don't
Dude,
want.
did you ever see the movie-
I'd
I don't care
rather
if you're
be in
gay.
I'd rather. Yeah, I'm in the
Did you ever
land
see the
of
movie
not
War
knowing.
Dogs?
What movie?
War Dogs?
Yeah.
Where the one dude was like a masseuse, and like the dude just like this old, like he was like a chubby
Yeah.
guy, kind of like shimmied off his towel.
Yeah.
He's like, oops.
Yeah.
That's what Travolta was doing.
Oh, old Johnny T, you son of a gun, you. And he's still getting them Capital One commercials. So good, you know. I guess double standards for everyone. In other news, Kanye West takes his wife out. She was naked.
Yeah, that was something, huh?
There's,
Classy broad, that one.
I'm not.
Low, and I don't even want to dignify this other than to say, Kanye West, I don't want to see him on red carpets anymore.
Why?
I hope that his partner is okay because that whole thing was very uncomfortable, I think, for most
Why?
women to watch, and I don't want to see it or hear from it any further.
Listen. Take the stick out of your ass, Whoopi Goldberg.
Didn't Kanye have like a red hat on for a while, and then all of a sudden nobody likes him?
Yeah.
I pulled the Jack Welch angle from this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little. This like she's very attractive.
Right.
She's always walking around totally naked.
And the thing,
It's almost like I'm desensitized to her.
The fun, dude, I gotta admit, the funniest thing about it is I didn't even notice. My girlfriend Addie was telling me at points in the thing she was adjusting her. If you're listening,
Her
to this here,
see-through dress.
It's like a
she was
stocking.
adjusting.
She wore a
it.
stocking.
It was like a pantyhose.
Pantyhose, right? That's what I meant. Yeah.
I'm kind of into that. So like, you know what I mean? Like,
Was Kanye West even invited to the Grammys?
yeah, and they
tried
said
to say he wasn't.
No, he was, and he left
He was the plus one.
voluntarily. He didn't get kicked out. He left voluntarily, and I mean, as liberal and as artistic people want to be, like, it's art. You know, she had, you know, from what I could see, you could zoom in and
I
see
think
her.
Miley was showing some nippage too.
Yeah, and I mean,
But that's par for the course for Miley.
I know. But yeah, she's totally nude here. And I will say this, like, it's all the time. You know what I mean?
wait, she's naked all the
Like
time.
how Jack Welch feels about like too much butts with the thong. I honestly, this isn't me. I'm starting to feel like this with her. Like I've
Really?
seen it. Like
You've seen it more
Like
than
it would
this?
almost be more attractive if she had something like on and like just revealing instead of just total. She's
Like
giving you everything.
like a dress with a cut.
Right, like the J-Lo dress.
Yeah.
The one year. Where everyone's like, damn, this is like. I mean, I looked at it, but I mean, like it's all the
Looked at
time.
it.
She
Yeah.
left nothing to the imagination.
Nothing to the imagination.
Because, like, my friend told me if you could zoom in on it, you could see her vagina. I didn't do that, but, like, I heard.
Yeah.
If you zoomed in, you could see her vagina. But
Did you see that young dude like peeking around the corner?
Oh, that young black kid?
Yeah,
That was the best.
That was the best.
That was the fucking best. I mean, but, dude, that kid's probably, like, 11 or 12. I would have did the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know what I mean? If you're on the red carpet
Come
and
on,
you're
we're in
like,
our 40s. You probably would have done the same thing.
Right.
You're gonna
Right.
take a double take at that. Like,
Right, but
What's
I'm
that
saying-
Kevin Hart meme where he does that?
Did anybody like, what is that? Like, which designer is that? Bianca?
Yeah.
I'm like, Hanes?
Well, yeah, what was the stocking? What was the stockings back in the day? Legs?
Yeah, legs, yeah.
Legs.
They're coming to eggshell.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but I mean, like, dude, like, I mean, she has enormous boobs, you know, and
Big old natural
Yeah,
breasts.
her butt wasn't
Will get you
small
far in
either.
this world.
no, it
There's a little bit of a pow.
it was good. It was good.
Did you get it done in that, T-Bird? I mean, what's going on?
no,
You just
not at
enjoy- you
all.
just enjoyed the grand-
dude. My girlfriend's the one that told me about it. She actually pointed it out, and we couldn't find the nude photo, but yet today Barstool posted the totally nude photo. And that was the first time I seen her boobs and her front and everything. And I thought it was a nice dress. I'll leave it at that.
You gonna
Moving-
get your girl one from Temu?
Yeah. Already looking at it, they're like $4. It's gonna take 3 weeks to get here. This is a pretty cool story. A possible Van Gogh painting was bought for $50 at a garage sale. It's already been tested to be authentic. The Van Gogh Museum has not come out and said it's authentic, but all the people that authenticate art said it's authentic. I can't imagine that kind of a find at a yard sale, paying $50. It's just crazy. It was in Minnesota. The story behind it got to be crazy. How did it even get there? But like, it's worth $15 million. I don't know. Like with a piece of art like that, and you get it for $50. It's weird because like museums and stuff have like certain rights and everything like that. And, like if that painting turns up that like they didn't get it the proper way, or they can just take that painting off the person.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. If it was stolen a while
And
back
if they
or whatever.
say something like, "Oh, back in 1850," like they can
When's the
steal it.
statute of limitations up on that?
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Now picture you're the guy that sold that. If he, you know what? I'd like to think that if I was the guy that bought that sign, I'd say, you know what? Here's $1 million.
Well, no, I'll tell
You
you.
gotta take that to the black market
So-
real quick.
So I'll tell you this. Not that I've ever
Is that
built-
the dream at every flea market you've ever been in? Right?
Yeah, I've been at flea markets and I've witnessed things where people have sold stuff and sports cards, and then I've seen a guy come back the following week like, dude, that card was worth X amount of dollars. And now he didn't give the guy half, but he threw him additional
bit.
money. We're talking like he
That's good karma.
He found a dollar card. It was worth $1,200. Threw the dude $200. So in this case, $15 million. It would be like throwing
Throw
him
him
$1 million.
right?
Yeah, I would.
It's good mojo. It's, you know,
I think I would give the guy $1 million. Like, hey man, I bought if ever, once it all went through. But it's worth $15 million. That doesn't mean someone's gonna pay you $15 million. I do think if it's like everything works out, I think the museum will acquire it off them through like donors and stuff, and I think they'll end up. I'd say the guy will probably end up getting anywhere between $8 to $12 million for the painting. What would, I mean, like,
hey, what the fuck?
I wouldn't know what to
I like
look
that
for.
come up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't know anything about art. I wouldn't
not a
know.
damn
I
thing.
wouldn't know what to look for. I'm curious to see in the story, like if that person thought, "Damn, this looks like a Van Gogh painting."
Van Gogh is the one that cut off his ear, right?
Yes,
It's okay.
Went
I know
nuts.
a little bit about it, I guess.
it kind of looks like the painting from Goodfellas, where the dog.
One guy goes this way, one goes this way. He's in the middle, saying, "Hey, what do you want from me?"
Yeah, like find out.
Looks like our friend.
Find out Van Gogh painted that. Like, but that. I mean, dude, that would be. I mean, that's life changing right there.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, that's fucking sweet. Off topic, is saying on the thing. Have you guys both got kids? Has your kids gotten you into that TV show on Prime Video, Beast Games?
No.
No,
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
Are you familiar
No.
with Mr. Beast?
Yeah.
The guy. Well, he has like a game where you win $5 million. It's like I thought it was like for like little kids. I started watching it. I'll just say this. I don't want to ruin it for anybody. Check it out. There's 8 episodes.
Beast games.
The shit that it's a psychological game where like you basically like become friends with people and then have to fuck. It's worth watching.
So is it good for your kids to
is what
watch?
you're saying.
Yeah, there's nothing bad. There's no like nudity.
It's screwing the people over money.
But
teach 'em
there's a
how to
lot
use
of like friendship. You'd have to watch it. But I don't. If I had a kid that was say 8 years old, I would feel comfortable letting them watch it.
Yeah, I guess I've let my kids watch worse.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like there's not like anything sexual or anything like that. It's pretty
Allowed to watch whatever. My
If
mom
I'm not
would
mistaken,
fast-forward
I
the
think
sex
it's the
scenes
biggest
and, like,
cash
the
prize
action
ever
flick
in
that would always
game show
flash the
history.
boob.
80s, good.
She
Some
would
80s
flash
boob.
forward that shit.
Yeah.
you know,
80s
and
always
but
give you a little
never the
violence, a
or
little boob.
swearing, I never, yeah.
always a tit.
Always
Yeah,
a tit.
Friday 13th.
Some of them would have too long of a sex scene, and then I didn't want to. I'm like, it'd be awkward watching that movie with your mother when you're
Yeah,
12. I'm like,
right.
That was my first.
but you got the flash of tit. You're like, all right, I got that. Watch the killing. It's still good.
Like, I'm gonna
Good lethal weapon.
I
too.
know
You
where
get
to
see the
rewind
titty
to
in it.
later when mom goes to bed.
Exactly.
My first boner that I remember was Friday the 13th.
Sex scene in the tent.
Yeah.
Oh, the 80s broads. The
Ian
big
Revenge of the
granny
Nerds.
underwear. The sexy
Oh,
underwear
yeah.
in the 80s that was like granny panties now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Revenge of the Nerds was probably one of might have been my first
The
or second.
panty raid.
That's like a retro yank.
Yeah.
Go back to Friday the 13th. Like, I know, wait, that's big titty bitches. And they go,
But that
and then, especially when you catch it now, it's always on TNT or something.
yeah.
So if you could see him then.
I still think Revenge of the Nerds is probably one of my top 10 favorite movies.
Yeah, when he rapes her in the in
That
the
is
moon
very
box.
rapey.
Darth Vader.
Yeah.
It's very rapey.
Yeah, that's a little too far. But I mean, there's some breast assists in there.
Sometimes you got to take the pussy.
It's the
and
same
it's
chick.
full of
It's the same chick from Teen Wolf, ain't it?
No.
No.
I just watched Teen Wolf yesterday. It's different.
You talking about Betty Grable? Betty.
Yeah, Betty Grable's a different chick.
Yeah, no.
Okay, now I'm a little confused, but still hot blonde.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
similar.
Woman sends fart videos to boyfriends. Keep pull it up, Larry.
Yep.
So, woman, 25 years old,
Britain.
faces jail after bombarding her boyfriend's ex with videos of her farting. She bombarded her with several. Oh, so she's a lesbian. She bombarded her.
No, so she bombarded her boyfriend's ex, who's a girl. She was sending them to the ex.
Oh, okay.
So
Videos
yeah.
of herself passing gas, which is farting. Grossly offensive. Blah 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 blah. Kind of a cut up move. How the fuck do
Could she just block her?
That's her defense. So basically, this lady's been sending fart videos to her.
You kept watching 'em.
Her boyfriend's ex. The girl didn't block him, and then she took her to jail or took her to court, and I think she got 15 rehabilitation sessions, 60
Jeez.
days of
Yeah, it
alcohol
only cost that girl
abstinence.
$300.
Come on.
I mean,
dude,
that's kind of ruthless. Like, you know, I mean, like,
Yeah, but just don't watch
was
him.
it raw butt cheek
is.
farts?
No, but there's
Yeah,
videos
like nudity.
apparently where it showed like the girl's face smiling and laughing, then just pulling
Yeah.
the camera up to her ass.
Hey, the day
to
I
start
don't laugh
farting.
at a fart.
It'd be
put
like,
two in my fucking
it'd be
head.
like
Yeah.
your arch nemesis sending you a text every day and be like, you know what I mean? Like, that's ruthless.
I would have blocked it. Just blocked
You'd
it.
have to block him.
Block it.
Or fart back.
Make her go viral.
Something
Put her
strong.
online.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get a
fart
Red
back.
Bull.
Here's another
drink
fart from this pig. Put her online.
Load yourself up with
Make yourself rich and sell advertisements to this dumb bitch.
Fart in a jar.
have a nice bowl of buffalo chicken dip. Let
Take
her have
some
it.
fucking eat some beans and some sauerkraut and start farting back.
Right.
Fight back.
Yeah, I mean,
fire with fire.
I mean, I can't believe they're calling it.
How you even make that call?
Cyber farting. I
Excuse
mean,
me,
like,
I need to make a complaint.
We're in a changing world. I mean, where you can go to jail for farting and showing it to someone. Like, I don't know if it's a world I want to live in.
She's like a big looking chick. She probably got some heavy farts.
Yeah,
Knock your socks off, buddy.
Looks
Picture, she probably farted on her phone. She probably ended up with pink eye at one point.
Yeah.
You definitely get a couple poo crumbs on your phone.
I
and end up in
wonder
your eye,
how her boyfriend or after boyfriends. Okay, so she's still with the guy.
Yeah. So basically, like the girlfriend was mean to, like the ex was mean to the guy, and I guess they had an inappropriate like relationship where she was like doing rude things to him.
Yeah.
So this is the girlfriend retaliating for her
good
boyfriend.
for her. She's standing up for her man. Like,
stand by your man.
What does he? I wonder what. I mean, is he into farts?
He loves it.
Do you think he takes farts to the mind?
How would you feel?
I don't know. This is a podcast. We're just shooting the breeze.
Yeah, he might take fucking rip farts just like a fucking like it's a bong, dude. Just fucking rip them.
He's huffing them like it's fucking, like it's oxygen. Like he's just like in a fucking carbon monoxide.
He like blows air in her butt and just regurgitates.
Like gets him high, man. There ain't no drug test for farts.
He's just like he's raw boofing her just to get the air out, giving her like a fake enema.
Yep.
What were you about to say, Rosado?
No, you hit the nail on the head.
Oh,
you covered it all.
All right, Larry, we got some voicemails.
Yep, we got 4 voicemails for you guys. Let me pull that up.
Make sure I didn't miss nothing here. Justin Tucker calling you. Yeah. Yep.
All right, here you go.
How you doing, boys? This is Donnie from Blairsville. Jack was talking about he has to go to Italy. My wife and I went to Italy. It's the most magical fucking place on earth. The food is fantastic. The people are laid back. Like, I can't even explain to you how good a time you're going to have. Like, you said you're only going to go for a week. Everybody else is going for 2. You're bumming, bro. You need to make it for the full 2. Drink wine and relax and chill. All right, that's the first thing. The second thing is, Kenny, the excessive fart. And then the finding yourself in a Walmart bathroom, wishing you had a second pair of underpants. So I have a very similar story. I do not do well with blood. So the very first time I ever had to go, get a physical when I turned 40, and they want, you got to do blood work and you got to fast the day before. So I wake up, I can't eat all fucking morning. I go to this appointment at noon. I go in, I sit in the chair. She draws the blood. She takes, I don't know how many fucking vials. It felt like she took a gallon out of me. I faint because I'm a bitch. And while I was unconscious for that brief moment, I fully pissed my pants. And I leave there, embarrassed, fully embarrassed, no idea what to do. I got to be at work, but my drive home is 45 minutes. Like I'm fucked. I'm stuck. So I Google a Walmart. I go to a Walmart. I walk into this Walmart with full-on piss pants. I'm wearing jeans. It's super obvious. Buy underwear, buy wipes, go in the bathroom, clean up like an absolute fucking hobo, and go to work, Made it work. I don't like blood. I'm weak. What do you want to do?
Dude, thanks, Tony. Jack's not here today, which reminds me he won't be here next week because he'll be in Italy. So that was a pretty
poor guy.
He pretty smart call off today.
Leave it to the Irish guy to complain about going to Italy, right?
Dude, we were just talking about, like, Jack was, like, saying that, like, he was, like, I got to go to Italy for, like, he was saying, like, he had to go fucking, you know what I mean, go down to, like, fucking Hurricane Katrina and rebuild something. He was, like, going to Italy, you know what I mean?
$1 million Welsh, dude.
Get some oil in your hair, slick that shit back, Jack, fit in with the Italians. Literally went in Rome,
He just got back from Florida. He was at some resort. Now he's going to Italy. You know what I mean?
And to hear blue collar Welsh is dead, huh?
Yeah.
Talking about building
You'll never see him again.
I don't even. He don't even. I'll probably never talk to him again in my life, except when I do comedy shows.
Dude, I got to get blood work Thursday, and I used to do better with it. I suck too at this age, and like they make me kind of like lay down, like in the doctor's office. Like I gotta just lay back and put my arm out. They're like, "Are you okay?"
They never bother me. Ain't no shame, bud, doing pissing yourself though.
It's like you get faint from that.
There was a period of time where like I would like get in my head about it.
Yeah.
Like it was just like a 2-year period. Yeah, it was mental. And
say,
then like
just
you
give me
up,
my cookie.
And if
I'll be
they're
all right.
missing,
Yeah.
But yeah, now at this age, they take like 5 vials.
That's the thing. I had blood work done. What was it, about probably 4 or 5 months ago, and yeah, it was like one after the other. You know what I mean? It was like, it don't freak me out as much because of my past choices in life, but yeah, I could see how it would bother some people. You know what I mean? See, especially because the amount they take out, it's like 5 hours.
It could make you lightheaded and you're on an empty
Yeah, 'cause
stomach.
you gotta eat. Yeah,
it could happen to anybody.
You drink
and
water
the same
or
with
black
the peeing
coffee.
yourself. But
Yeah.
let me tell you, I could sit here for a couple podcasts and talk about pissing yourself stories between me and my boys. There's some of us that piss ourselves all the time. Drinking, not that we passed out because we're pussies and can't get blood taken out. But I'm just saying, or just, some don't and look at us like we're crazy. I'm like, the rest of us do. It's like, even to this day.
I went through a phase where I was pissing myself all the time and from drinking, and it wasn't fun because you wake up the next day, you're embarrassed, you got to bail from wherever you're at, and like
flip the couch cushion on the house rack, get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, you flip the couch. I'll tell you one of the funniest pissing my pants stories. Jack's parents went out of town, and Jack had like a party. I went over to Jack's, got shit-faced drunk, passed out, and I remember I pissed myself. But it was like one of the times where dudes were looking for anywhere to sleep, and Jack, I passed out on one side of the bed. Jack's brother Joe passed out on the other side of the bed, and I pissed myself. And like I was so embarrassed because like
You're in the middle.
No, because I'm on this side. Joe's on this.
Okay, sorry.
I didn't want Joe to know I pissed myself, but he found out I couldn't flip the bed mattress over, and you know what I mean. Joe was like, I got up and like the next day people knew I pissed myself because I didn't go home. I just went like washed up and put on a pair of Jack's sweatpants, and I remember I didn't want to leave because the party was still going.
Yeah, it was so many of us that pissed ourselves in our circle that it wasn't even like, I pissed myself last night.
Yeah, once
it happened, that sounds like a younger one though. We were well in our 20s, 30s, still doing it.
Yeah, there was the first time I pissed myself, I didn't realize I pissed myself. I blamed it on something else. I remember I pissed myself. I was dating this girl.
You fell asleep with a beer or something like that.
Yeah, I was dating this girl in high school, and we were cuddling. I pissed on her, and I blamed her for the piss. You know what I mean? I go up, and I'm like, oh, my God, I'm soaking wet. She's like, what the hell did you do last night? I'm like, and everyone was like, dude, you pissed yourself. I'm like, oh, my God, she did. And like, she really didn't drink that much, but I blamed it on her.
One of my youngest ones.
I think we all knew.
Yeah.
One of my youngest ones, I woke up under my mom's dining room table. Like, I still lived at home. I woke up under the dining room table. Like, my mom's in the kitchen. I hear, like, they're up. I'm under the table, like, got my coat on. I went out and shit. I'm like, all right, this should be interesting. Like, do they know I'm here? Can I sneak out? Like, what the fuck am I doing under the dining room table? So I crawl out. They see me. They go, oh, hey, fucking pisser. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? She said, well, I come out of my room last night. I saw just your legs at the bottom of the steps. So she come down like, oh my God, Kenny, what happened? So then she said, then I realized you pissed all over the fucking carpet and I'm in my bare feet standing in it. Then she said she started kicking me, and all I could do for have her stop kicking me was crawl under the dining room table where she couldn't get to me anymore and fall back asleep.
Now, there's dudes that were telling me stories.
First of many.
Where they would piss in the corner.
I've done that too.
They would get up in the middle of the night and they'd piss in the corner. I don't think
Kelly stopped me a bunch of times.
Yeah, you did, Zebra. We were super young.
Yeah.
Oh, did I?
You pissed off the side of your TV.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, I was on the phone. Like, you passed out, and I was calling. I don't know who I was talking to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? I'm like, hold up. It was like the wire, the phone still had the cord. I like looked over, and you're just pissing off the side of your TV.
Yeah, that's that happens.
Yeah, it was whatever.
Yeah.
We didn't stop.
Locked memory.
Piss
Yeah, it's in there.
Piss happens. It's true.
Piss happens. All right, Eagle Tits.
You got it.
Hey guys, Joey Welsh here. Big fan of the show. Shout out to the Derby. Great comedy, spectacular. Terrible name, but it's going to be a fun show going forward. Looking forward to it. Just wanted to call and clarify the whole nut situation. So anybody that works for child services might not report me. Been trying to make some better life choices, eating better. So I'm eating a lot of nuts and like almonds, walnuts,
good to clarify
whatnot, and Nolan likes them too. But I went over to Mike's house to drop off that sound system, and Mike just offered me a cup of tea. Nolan also knows I like tea now, so he correlated that with the nuts, and then out of nowhere, just asked Mike, show him my nuts, and it was pretty funny.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. Just wanted to clarify it. His voicemail lost some luster at the end. Thought I was going to end better, but there's always next week. Love the show, boys. Keep it going.
Yeah, Joe's exactly right. I had this story mixed up that Joe's collecting acorns or walnuts for his kid or something like that. But yeah, turns out Joe's just eating nuts. His kid
He's eating nuts.
Eating
He ain't
nuts.
collecting
yeah,
nuts.
he's just eating them.
All right.
It makes a little bit more sense now.
Yep. I thought you said like tea and nuts. I thought the tea bag joke was going to work its way in there somewhere.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Hey, what's up, boys? Gary from Baldwin. Hey, just want to give you the shot. It's fucking pissed me off. So last night, I got downstairs. My son's sitting there. He's using the ice makers. He has a scuff under the ice maker pulling out once ice falls on the ground. He doesn't know that I see him. He kicks him under the fucking fridge. Like, dude, fucking pick him up. I come in, I go, are you fucking serious? Yes. He goes, what? They're gonna melt. I was like, they're gonna melt? Yeah, they're gonna melt it into the fucking hardwood floors. They're gonna get all warm. You're fucking shit up. Take your lazy ass, throw them in the trash. Pissed me off so bad. So he's sitting there, oh, they'll melt. Okay, so I pulled the door in my, in my kitchen, went out, I grabbed a handful of snow. I put a snowball together and I cracked him in the face with it. And he's like, oh, what the fuck was that for? I was like, oh, it'll melt, don't worry, it'll melt. Anyways, fucking it'll melt. You'll fucking melt. What a dick. All right, see you boys, bye.
Fucking
Dude, dude, my kids, they didn't even kick him under the fridge. I would like come in and it'll just be like ice cubes on the floor. I'm like,
Yeah.
the hell, what's going on? Like Maria the other day, I'm like, what is this? I had to call her back downstairs. She just like smiled and like picked them up, put them in the dog's water. I'm just like,
So I can't say I've never done it, to be honest.
kicked it under the fridge?
Yeah, I mean, you drop one. Sometimes you're hungover and just. But I got a heat vent right next to it. I've done it right there, like that. Literally, will melt and dry real quick.
Yeah.
And it puts moisture in the air. You know.
Yeah, I did
did
it today for me. Yeah, like
But
cracks.
you got to pick them up. No, I mean, I
You,
can't
do
say
you
I've
step
never
in a
done
pile
it.
of like a puddle in your socks,
Yeah, it
dude?
sucks, dude.
It ruins your day.
That really does.
What's up, boys? Kenny, quick grinder. When you party too hard on Friday, and then can't talk Saturday or Sunday, and then can't leave your voicemail on your favorite podcast till Monday, that sucks.
That was it.
Definitely hungover, Kenny.
Yeah.
So you're having a good time Friday?
Yeah, good time up camp. Yeah.
Where's your camp?
Well, my buddy's camp's up Franklin.
Where's that at?
Franklin, like 80 East.
Okay.
Franklin, PA.
Okay.
Yeah, center,
Yeah.
like more towards the middle
79
of the state.
North to 80 East, up that way. Sugar Creek. There's a story up there too. This camp trip's going on about 25 years. There's been let's see. There's been gunshots by at least 4 or 5 total vehicles this trip. We used to leave the camp and go drive around. That's not good. We haven't done that.
Is that the place you got
in our 35
arrested?
Yeah. It's where we totaled my mom's Jeep. Yeah, there's been Jeeps totaled on the way up there. Been cars wrecked driving around. Other stuff. Friend got shot in the leg. That wasn't the winter camp trip.
Was that like a friendly fire incident?
I mean, it was 2 friends that it happened to, but at the time it wasn't friendly.
Gee,
The guy.
crickets.
Well, let's call him. We'll call him Greg. He may or may not. He's definitely not a firefighter now. Anyway, statute of limitations. Fuck, it's my friend Craig. I'll tell you the story right now. I need no shame. My friend Craig and my other buddy, who are still friends to this day. So let's just get that out the way. We're all wrestling. Everybody's wrestling. Craig has a fucking 22 under his pillow for some reason. So we all quit wrestling. Craig pulls the gun out. I said, leave me the fuck alone. I'm sleeping. So we run back out to the fire. We hear shots. We think he's throwing them into the ceiling. Come to find out later, he was shooting at the door at us like a dickhead. Anyways, so then our other friend goes back in to start wrestling Craig again. We're like, dude, he just pulled a gun out. Let the guy fucking sleep.
It's shot?
Yeah. So they wrestle around. Me and another guy at the fire, we're like, let's go get lighter fluid, throw it on the fire. And we walk in there. Our friend Kevin's on the bed like this, and my other buddy's like, Craig shot Schlegel. Craig shot Schlegel. We're like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. We're like, no, he did. Like this. Craig's back asleep already. So we got to get him in the car, fucking drive. It's probably 20 minutes or something to the hospital. We're underage, actually. That's how long ago this was. Craig and our friend that got shot aren't. They're of age, whatever. Anyways, so we're driving to the fucking hospital, and the friend that got shot is such a dickhead. He's like, dude, you got your bowl on you? Like, he's like shaking, like kind of going in shock a little bit. It's like, okay, here's the fucking weed. He's like, why don't we get a 6-pack? Because you're fucking shot, asshole. So we literally got the emergency room. We're carrying him in. This guy says, you need a wheelchair. No, I'm going to walk in. I just got shot in the fucking leg. Like I said, we're underage. So we just wheeled him in, said, see you later. He's like, you guys going to shoot me and leave me? We said, gotta go. We fucking wheeled him in and left. So then we're on our way back to camp. Craig's sleeping. We got to wake him up. Say, dude, you just shot Schlegel. And I said, I'm going to lay on him. I was heavier than. I said, you guys wake him up and tell him what the fuck he did. So we wake him up. We got the gun out from under the pillow so none of us get shot. I say, dude, you know what you did? You shot Schlegel. He's like puff face, hung over, like, what? Oh, fuck. So the other guy drove him back down to the hospital to see how Schlegel is, take the rap. And Schlegel is such an asshole to these cops. He's leaving. He's like, Craig walks into the room, says, dude, you all right? I'm sorry. What the fuck? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's like, tell him nothing, Craig. Stay strong. He's like, he ain't ratting on his boy, He's like, so they separate him. Like, dude, you can't talk to him. It's a gunshot. The cops are there and shit.
Yeah.
And Craig says, I don't know what happened. I think it was an accident, whatever. And Schlegel didn't tell him nothing. He said, tell us how to get back to camp before we go out there. He says, you got to make a left, make another left, and 2 more lefts. You end up back here. Go fuck yourself. It was Craig's camp. That's what we go to every year. And Schlegel wasn't there. And he said, what's your name? Charles Bronson. The cops told Craig, they drove Craig back to camp, dropped him off. He had to go, I think, in the morning, get the gun back at the police station or something like that.
He brought the gun and gave it to the cops?
Yeah, I think so. Or no, they come back up to camp to get the gun. I don't even know if they took it off him, though. But the cops said to him, they said, next time, I'll give him a 12 gauge. Shoot him in the fucking head. That's how big of a dickhead he was to the cops. He didn't get in any trouble. We dropped him back off the camp. The cops come. I think they took our beer. One guy slept through the whole thing, didn't wake up on the top bunk. And it was fucking insane story.
Dude, that
we're at the fire, like we can't sleep. It's getting light out. The cops pull up the camp. You ain't never seen the cops at camp before. It's like a miracle.
Yeah.
And Craig said, no, I think we're out of beer. That's all the beer, because he might have been 21. And the cops pulled back in to give Craig his knife back. You had your knife on you at camp. Here's your knife, Mr. Alder. He's like, oh, shit. He had a beer in his hand. Like, we had a beer in the cooler. We're like, what the fuck? And that was Friday, and we stayed at camp till Sunday. We didn't deal with that.
How did you get out of the hospital next day?
They took him in the ambulance down to Pittsburgh and shit. And
it was pretty bad.
They were going to take him in a helicopter. He said, I don't have insurance. Drive me in the fucking ambulance. Like, it ended up costing Craig like $3,000 back then. That's all it cost for him to pay for his bills and shit. He read the bills in the hospital. Craig's a nut. He said, here, dude, how about I don't pay you nothing? I'll give you your shot back. Like, cutting up. And they're still friends to this day. But, anytime Craig says, be quiet or anything up camp, Schlegel sits down and
fuck, dude. I'd be fucking petrified. Dude, you can imagine if he fucking...
Had to be 25 years ago. Like I said, he was 43. He could, any way you put it, his leg was broke for a summer or something. He had to have a cast on because the 22 bounced around. It wasn't a bleeder or nothing. Anything else could have took his leg off, but yeah.
Oh, fuck.
All my friends are assholes.
Yeah. All right. But on that note, we're going to take a quick commercial break. You're probably asking me why I'm so tan. Well, I'll tell you why, Jack. It's because of Bahama Breeze Tanning Salon in Greenfield, located right next to where the Subway used to be across from Cohen's. If you're going to tan today, make sure you tan at Bahama Breeze Tanning Salon in Greenfield.
What the fuck? This whole podcast you just turned in, like the whole first 20 minutes is just a Z-Bird commercial. That's all this fucking thing is anymore.
Sold my soul.
It's just like who pays Z-Bird from top to bottom
right?
for the first 25 minutes of this fucking show.
You gotta stay tan, dude. Winter's coming.
Tan.
Pub in the Park. It's over in Swiss Helm Park. It's a great place. We've hung out. We've been there many a time.
I love pub
your
in the
local
park.
joint.
Yeah, I can
It's
walk
over
to
in
it.
Swiss
Walk
Helm
home,
Park.
even better.
Bomb food. We've done shows over there. Great environment. It's just a cool spot. Like, right, they still have their patio open. I would say, in my opinion, like we have other bars, like 12's down south side. It's like more like a bigger place. Like, yeah. But as far as like neighborhood bars go, I would say it's probably up there as one of the best neighborhood
For
bars.
sure.
And
Reasonable prices.
Reasonable prices. They got a pasta special every Monday, chicken parm, broccoli, chicken Alfredo, spaghetti and meatballs, and even more. Wednesday nights is trivia night, 7 p.m. start, prize for winners. Thursday from 6 to 9 and 11 to 3, Thursday from 6 to 9, Saturdays from 11 to 3. Wing specials, $125. Jumbo whole wing. And I'm not a huge fan of jumbo whole wing. These are fucking fire. So you gotta check them out. They also do stuff like Taco Tuesday. They put on here, not too original, LOL, but I love a good taco on Tuesday. And they also have dinner specials every Friday. We'll be updating you on stuff for Pub in the Park and all the other places, that sponsor the show. But make sure, if anything, we appreciate your support on Patreon and everything. And if you get a chance, support the small businesses that support us, because they're the backbone of the community. You can't go to like fucking down to Barnes and Nobles or to Express or to Starbucks and be like, hey, can you sponsor my podcast? No. Podcast real quick. Some community notes. If you'd like to call our voicemail and leave a gear grinder or a question, anything you just want to add in on the show, please call us at 412-438-8358. That's 412-438-8358. We love getting your phone calls from anyone local, especially if you're outside the area. We love getting phone calls from out of state to hear where our listeners are coming from. That's freaking awesome. So keep the calls coming. We greatly appreciate it. It helps the show tremendously. And we really want to thank right now our supporters over on Patreon. This week we want to thank Mike Aloisio. He's been a long-time listener and friend, for joining our silver tier. That's our big dick tier, and wish him a happy birthday. If you'd like to sign up on Patreon to help support the podcast, because we do need the help, visit patreon.com, Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Also, real quick, we are looking for more sponsors. We've been fortunate enough to have some of the sponsors for a long time. Some of the sponsors always can't stick around forever. So right now we're looking for any sponsors for the podcast. Contact me personally through social media. You can send me a message on Greenfield's Finest Podcast on Instagram, Mike Zidell on Facebook, or Greenfield's Finest Podcast on Facebook. If you're calling for sponsorship, you can contact my phone number. That's 724-732-1644. And we'd love to announce our newest sponsor, Rabner Law Services. Just signed up today. My main man, Monty Rabner. He's a beast. And I'm gonna be making a commercial for Monty, and more information coming in the future. But he's better than Top Dog. So if you got anything coming up, accidents, medicine malpractice, you better call him on at Rabner Law. So, all right, everybody. It looks like we're about to jump into Corn Dick of the Week. Z-Bird, who be Corn Dicking? All right. Okay. Jaden Smith, Grammys, red carpet. I'm so sick of this fucking family. The whole family.
More offended by this dickhead.
What is the? What is, do you have an explanation? Does it look like
it looks like Diddy's
a total
house.
buffoon?
I think my biggest problem with this is if he was smiling and trying to look like a little bit like he was part of the joke, but he's taking it way too serious, and it just makes it so much.
Why is his
stupider.
arms out like that? Yeah,
it looks like a sixth grade project.
You look like an idiot.
It looks like a sixth grade.
Serious, you look like a buffoon. Go home.
That's why he made corn.
Stupid.
Has he been in a movie since?
Karate Kid?
Was that
or that one Will Smith one where it's
Pursuit of Happiness?
That was a good movie.
They should have left him.
Karate Kid, where they talk about teaching him kung fu.
They should have left him. His dad should have left him on the subway to be homeless.
His dad should have slapped him every once in a while instead of Chris Rock.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I'll tell you one thing, about Will Smith though. He has gotten on his son about his son's been vocal on social media, pretending like he was a gangster. And
really,
yeah. And Will Smith came out and said, "You're not a gangster." Deion Sanders actually did the same thing to his kids. His kid was talking about some shit.
That Castle ain't gangster.
Yeah.
Now, had he stuck to it and let his afro and beard grow out for 3 years and then had it trimmed like that,
how old is this
that'd
kid?
be something I'd like.
Yeah.
It's just a box on your head, piece of styrofoam.
The hell is he doing?
What is it? What the fuck is it supposed to mean or do or what?
It's a black.
He's 26 years old.
26, dude.
He looks
You're
like
supposed
he's
to be over this
14.
dumb shit. Dude, what's up, dude?
What's your statement you're making there, bud?
Right, you look like an idiot.
I guess the White House. It's a black house. I don't know. I'm throwing.
It's up to interpretation.
Yeah, I'm throwing shit.
Did
at
he
the wall.
give this is art.
Yeah, art that should have been thrown away.
Like, dude, you know what would be great for the Grammys? We just put like a cast on your head.
If I had to go out on a limb,
He did lose a bet. I hope he just lost a bet and he stuck with it. And I respect him.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and
Yeah.
say
You know what? I made the bet.
Like he
I
lost
gotta
his
live up to
fantasy.
it.
He was last place in his fantasy.
Yeah,
league.
this is the yep. That I respect then.
I mean, they don't call it Holy Weird for no reason. I would say, if anything, there involves trying to get a piece of pussy. Some
You
chick.
think that'd be the opposite? He ain't a bad looking kid. Take the stupid off.
Yeah.
Get dressed up real nice.
Right.
So
You're Will
apparently,
Smith's kid.
apparently Google says it's supposed to be something about like an artistic piece about vampires in Transylvania, whatever that's supposed to
Now
be.
that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Because everyone.
For a second. Like, does Z-Bird know a lot about vampires?
Yeah.
Big vampire guy.
Speaking of vampires,
Put some fangs in. You'll be just fine.
We were
It'll
talking
way
about
better.
this before the show. There's a Netflix on or a documentary on Netflix. It's called "Don't Die." I don't know. Some people might have seen it. It's about a guy. He's in I think he's in his early 50s, and he's trying to live forever. And like the things that he's doing to he takes like a shitload of vitamins, shitload of therapies, shitload of skin treatments, like red light. His whole life evolves around making his life longer. To me, it's like that's no way to live. You're not enjoying your life. Every minute of every day, he's like literally trying to, and he's a billionaire, and he's just like trying to prolong his life so he doesn't die. It's fucking weird.
How
And
old is he?
This was the guy that was using
Early
his.
50s.
They say he wants his biological age to be 20 or something.
This is the same guy that was using his son's blood for like a couple years.
Yep.
He still
that's
does.
what
I
Zebra's
think
saying.
he said recently he stopped because he's doing he's having the blood fully removed and replaced with other blood, so he stopped using his kids.
And he gives his plasma
That's
to
it.
his dad.
That's it.
To
Yeah.
his dad to try to make his dad live longer. Could it work? I don't know. But here's the thing: there's been rumors in Hollywood that they suck out baby blood to stay young forever. This doesn't help that story at all. But
what good is
he's in my mind he's a corn dick. He's not in none.
he's a corn dick.
In none of the documentary, if you're watching it, does he seem like he's enjoying his life?
He's alive, but he ain't living.
He's an attention whore too.
Yep.
He's getting filmed, taking weird shirtless pictures with his son.
He's not like you're helping humanity either. You're helping yourself.
I will say this: there is some research done throughout the thing that they're saying it could help with dementia and things like that. The one weird thing is he goes to Honduras to get treatments that aren't allowed in America. I don't know what those treatments are, but he has to go to Honduras
That's
to
where
get
he
these.
gets the baby blood. No,
Yeah, I would assume that's where.
aborted fetuses.
Yeah,
put into
the
him.
stem cells.
Yeah.
Just sucking them up. So, yep. All right, let's jump into another corner. Man fakes heart attack at 20 years old.
So he faked a heart attack at 20 different restaurants to avoid paying the bill.
We did this story
I was
before.
gonna say if he
Did we?
looks 20, if he
Did we?
actually is 20, he looks.
Do
like
you remember that we were
could
saying
have a heart
that
attack.
there was a guy who was going to restaurants, and then every time the bill would come, he would fake a heart attack, and then the ambulance would come, and he would get out paying the bill, and then finally restaurants caught on. This motherfucker's been doing this forever. Yeah, this isn't the first time we covered a story unless it's a different guy. Wow, I don't know where he's eating at. It looks like
He's just getting smashed. He's drinking whiskey the whole day.
Yeah, and it
Is
looks
that the after the heart attack look he puts on?
it looks like by the floor he's at a fucking Outback Steakhouse with the wooden floor and they're throwing peanuts on it. So he's trying to
Good
get out.
Applebee's or something.
He's trying to get out of an $86 bill. I mean, come on, dude, get it together. I mean, that's a pretty fucking lame move. You know what I mean? To be faking heart attacks, to get out of an $86 bill.
Just get up and leave, man. Get out the
Just walk
checkout
away.
way too.
Do the old eat and beat.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you see the thing underneath? He has the opportunity to do the funniest thing possible at his hearing. At his sentence.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, that would be
That'd
fucking
be great.
That'd
That's
be
sticking to the crafts there.
that'd be the tits right there.
Then he'd be a brother in arms, I think.
Larry, what's it? I don't know. I'm not too sure about this one. Larry, maybe you can help fill us in. Aaron Rodgers talks butterflies.
So during that
When he
documentary,
hugs Alan.
so during that documentary that Rosado mentioned, I was scrolling through it and I just stopped on this part, and it's just him high talking about butterflies
Well,
for about
let's
a
hear
minute.
it. I'm not familiar with this. Are they high right here?
I believe so.
What do you think?
Yeah, come on.
It's
like a real sex.
A life-changing week, and I was kind of stuck on this idea that the butterfly is just another term for the caterpillar. It's really the caterpillar the entire time, and the caterpillar opens his wings and just cannot fucking believe this is my life now. I get to fly around. I get to smell flowers and eat flowers. To live like that, living your wildest dreams every single day. Nights like tonight show us what is possible and what life looks like. Living it to the fullest.
So this is what he does in his free time.
So I'd like to see him try heroin. You know what I mean?
Look, what the hell are they doing?
Ring around to Rosie.
It's a fake. Yeah. Yeah, it startled me a little bit.
You got into this.
I watched it because Netflix don't have a ton.
No.
That's great right now. So I watched it, Aaron Rodgers. But like I said, why would you want to have like video cameras on you at like your weirdest moment?
A private person who claims they want to be private is.
He says it at the beginning of the 3-episode series, like how he always wanted to be private and this and that, and he got him there. Like, look at him. Why if you're with him, I'm like, I'll do the next time. When there's not a camera crew here.
Is that going too far to say, like, if a bomb dropped on all these people there, I wouldn't. I'd be like, all right.
Is that black dude a rapper or something?
He's in the NFL.
The black dude.
A couple NFL guys went with him because they were like interested in it. Like I get you want they think
that guy's in the NFL.
Yeah,
he looks familiar. Do you know who he is?
Go ahead.
I think he plays for the Bills.
And shit, man. You fucking make a. Yeah.
He's like a cornerback for the Bills.
I've never really been curious about like the ayahuasca thing like that. What's your guys' take on any of that?
After watching this,
yeah,
I'm not interested.
I mean, if it helps people, don't fucking video.
No. I'm not judging other people. I'm saying like personally, like how do you like? Would you ever?
Yeah, if I was fucked up from war or something, you try everything, right? To fix yourself, sure.
Like they said, Ibogaine pretty raw. Like how you like look at yourself and shit like that. Like that same way, a lot of self reflection to like get you to like a level spot. Like, dude, I don't know, dude.
I see because like with me, like I mean, I'll be on. Like
I wouldn't want to be like that.
I have like
videotaped or you made mushrooms before. I don't want none of that on record.
I have like anxiety issues. Sometimes it's like severe anxiety, and like my biggest fear would be to freak out and lose my mind.
Right.
I'd ruin everybody's trip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's why you do mushrooms.
Like, no, we can't call an ambulance.
Acid lasts way too long. The mushrooms, you get like freaked out a little, but then you'll get a shot of reality. Like, okay, it's 4 hours, I'll be good.
See,
not like an 18 or a 10-hour, 8-hour fucking acid trip.
In my experience with like psychedelics, I did them a lot for like a 6-month period. I ate a lot of shrooms. And but none of those times it was all recreation. Of it was a spiritual awakening,
right?
And every time it was with alcohol. I never just ate shroom by itself, and like I never fully got like I never had a spiritual experience. But I wasn't looking for one either.
Tripped hard, pretty good.
Yeah,
some of it was spiritual. We had probably the same 6 months. We had shrooms were just in abundance one summer.
Yeah,
we were getting fucking ounces at a time, like not. Personally, people were getting them and selling them, so anyone had them every weekend or any trip we went on. I took a trip.
I never see.
We did it so hard. It was like, oh, dude, my dreams were fucked up for like 2 months after that. Like all of us, the whole group, were doing them a lot. That's one summer.
What's the most? No, I'll say for me, the most I ever ate, not at one time. Most I ever ate at one time was just a half an eighth. Later on, I ate another half an eighth. I've never eaten more than an eighth at a time. I've heard stories of people eating a quarter ounce. What's the most?
Three of us split a half ounce one time.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, did you eat them all at once, or did you like go like I'm gonna eat some
within
now?
like handfuls and just.
And then later on, you eat a handful.
My buddy was getting an ounce. He would sell half the ounce, and it would pay for the whole ounce. And then it was like, oh, we're all here. Fuck it, just eat this whole thing. That wasn't a good one. Then I thought it was gonna be a good idea to watch The Shining that day.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't good.
What the fuck would make you watch The Shining?
I thought the long hallway pans were like, it's going to breathe and it's going to look good. And this was a sober idea that I said to do. Then we put it on fucking...
I took acid with one of my friends one time. Not even a lot of acid. And I remember we were like hanging out and like it was weird because like the whole night was weird. And then like it was just like luckily the best, funniest movies came on. And we were like, okay. And like that like set us kind of
out of it.
But I think the hardest like I guess psychedelic thing I ever did was I took 4 tabs of ecstasy one time within like an hour period.
Is this St. Patrick's Day?
No, this was down.
I never fucked with ecstasy.
This was down in Florida, and I didn't know anyone, and they said I was just rolling on the floor like in circles, like a rotisserie chicken.
Dude, I'll never forget. We were like younger, getting ready to go to like St. Patrick's Day down Market Square. It was like me and Dino, like coming out of Dino's house, like because we'd always meet up Hammer.
Yeah,
and you like rolled like I don't know who the fuck you were with. You like rolled up
weirdos.
You just rolled up like in like a fucking like a green Jeep Cherokee, and you were like, "Who's rolling?" And we were like, "You are." Yeah. You're like, "Let's go."
I was whacked out.
I think that was the year of like where like mushrooms came, and then you were just
yeah. I went
like
off
that rolled like that St. Patrick's Day. You just rolled like you were on one, dude, and we were like, "Holy fuck."
Yeah, I was super fucked up that time. I've done like there's one time I did like Special K.
We used to do it and go in public. Like, I would never want to be in public now. Dude. We did up at camp.
Yeah.
You're like, up there, you're safe and fucking in the woods, and you ain't never going to have to run into maybe talk to a cop or something. Forget it.
I did Special K with someone weird at a rave, and that was pretty nuts. and then I remember we went to Eaton Park, and the guy I was with went to the bathroom, and he was in there for 2 hours. And I didn't
2 hours or tripping time 2 hours.
Yeah, no real time too. I didn't realize he was gone. I was like, I don't know if I was in one of those K holes, but I didn't get up from the table, and I kept ordering desserts. And I remember by the time he came back from the shitter, I literally had 6 pieces of apple pie there that I didn't eat, and that was.
They kept giving them to you.
Yeah, there was. What the hell did I do the one time? I remember.
We did it on the beach one time in Jersey, and I'm like, they're like, come on, Ken, you got to get up. I'm like, I'm sitting on the beach with a fucking cooler. Like, leave me alone. I'm enjoying myself. They said, you're in the fucking path of the tram on the boardwalk. Get up. You're about to go to jail. Like, they got me before I stopped the fucking tram.
Well,
I was on the boardwalk. I thought I was on the beach. Shrooms. I said, get up, you fat idiot.
I had a crazy shroom experience.
Well, we did shrooms the night before and then woke up, never went to sleep, got a bottle, and then re-ate shrooms. So it was like a second trip after halfway coming out of it and not, so that's why I thought I was on the beach.
I remember I had an eighth of shrooms by myself in Florida, and that was a terrible experience, and I ended up pouring beer all over myself. And I was in my underwear. My mom came in the apartment and left.
Chase away the other people that were tripping with us. Like, dude, like, you guys are fucking disgusting. We're like, you guys ate mushrooms too. Like, not as much as you guys did. They were judging us. All right.
You guys are too fucked up.
Yeah, once I found out about like I remember, I think the weirdest experience I ever had was I talk about everything on this podcast. I met up with these people. They were, I don't want to call them weirdos. They were weirdos, and so I ended up with these weirdos' house, and they had Molly, and I'd never really done Molly, and I didn't really know what it was. And I was at the time I was a IV drug user, so I shot Molly.
Wow.
And dude, I had like a tunnel vision where I could only, it looked like I was looking at life through binoculars. And next thing I know, I end up at Frick Park with some fat chick, and we were like making out on a path at like 7 a.m, and like she was like just some fat chick, and I remember I was like, I just remember I was like, can you get me to the methadone clinic? And she was like, yeah, and then I like asked her to borrow $20 and never seen her again. But like,
you're on a path, all right, buddy.
But dude, I blacked out from. I'd say from when I did the Molly till we woke up on the trail, and I was covered in dirt. We were rolling around in the dirt. And I had my pants on. She took advantage of me. You know what I mean? Like, but I learned my lesson that day.
Oh man!
Don't shoot Molly.
Don't shoot Molly around the biggins.
Yeah,
they'll take advantage of you. You know what I mean? But but that was scary. That was scary stuff. So all right, let's see what else is going on. All right, let's see. I had this all. This one here, Larry. It just says, guy asked people to comment R.I.P. on his Instagram post?
So Jack may have sent this one, but basically a guy did a post like this, and in the comments he told everybody, hey guys, can you comment R.I.P. in my most recent pic because I want my girlfriend to think I'm dead. My family and I recently moved, and she wants to keep the relationship. I really want to move on. It was toxic. And so everybody, there's like thousands of comments of everybody mourning this guy's death.
I don't know whether to put him in corn dick or lunatic. I don't know if I hate it because I have no idea what his relationship was like. But wouldn't his girlfriend see that comment?
Want to go to the
Now, he could
funeral?
always delete that comment later. So someone screenshotted it. So it may be gone now if you go to his post. And
She's that crazy. She's on as soon as he texts something.
Yeah, just if you moved away, dude. I mean,
That's all
That's
he
it.
could
You
do,
don't have to
man.
deal with him.
right. Well, how old are you, dude? What is he, like 17?
Shoot some Molly and fuck a fat chick.
Yeah, dude.
move
Yeah, eat
on.
mushrooms for
Grow
4
up,
days.
kid.
Yeah.
Fuck, real problems.
Yeah, R.I.P. I love it. Rest in peace. You'll be remembered. I love it, dude. Actually, you're not a corn dick. You're kind of like you're floating on Brother and Orms.
He's a floater.
Yeah. It looks like we're gonna jump into these Brother and Orms. Brother and Orms. I don't know these stories as well, so Larry, you have to kind of fill me in.
Can do.
Air BnB couple wants a refund due to ghost, which I agree with. If the ghost, if I'm getting haunted, I don't know if I would stay there. I wouldn't.
So this is from an interview at a conference with the CEO of Air BnB.
Okay, let's hear it.
What's the craziest Airbnb experience? Not that you should be advertising those, but
well, we get millions of customer calls every day, and we get some of the most bizarre calls. One day, a customer calls us and says they want a full refund. We say, why do you want a full refund? They said because the house is haunted and there's a ghost in the house. And we're like, okay, well, we have to adjudicate this. So we call the host, and all the host has to do is deny it because there's no photo evidence of ghost. Well, unfortunately, the host confirms the ghost. Says that it's a friendly ghost named Stanley, and that the ghost, Stanley, is in the listing description. We read the listing description, Stanley is mentioned. So we go back to the guest, and the guest says, yes, we knew about Stanley, that's why we booked it, but Stanley has been harassing us all night. How do you adjudicate that?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so
Stanley's selling that place for sure. It'll always be filled up with weirdos who want to go hang out with the ghost.
If I seen a play, now I know people do they flock to haunted attractions. I'm the opposite. If I hear something's haunted, I don't want nothing to do with it.
Right? No, but you can't give them a refund because everybody's gonna say the place is haunted. Get a refund.
Right, all the time.
No,
but
but
it said it in the
there.
prescription.
People will go there specifically for Stanley. That place is sold out 365, guaranteed, because of Stanley. These idiots, I would, on one hand, you're like, just give them their money back because it's going to sell out. You're not going to lose money on Stanley.
Right.
But at the same time, you
Did they
read
know
it, you
about
knew
Stanley
about
before
it,
they
fuck
ran?
your-
It was in the listing.
It's in the listing.
Yeah,
You knew about it, go
Yeah.
fuck yourself.
And the thing is, that's kind of great publicity for them because anyone who sees this, who's in
100%.
they want to be around haunted stuff. They're trying to rent that Airbnb. You're right, Kenny. That's probably rented out.
We can't book that for 5 years.
Right. Everyone wants to meet
Yep.
Stanley. I've heard. I mean,
So
like,
on that side of it, give them their money back. Shut the fuck up.
I've definitely heard.
But just a matter of principle. You knew about it. Fuck you.
I've heard ghost stories from pretty normal people in my life. Like, you know what I mean? Like have told me like, not video evidence, but they said that there's a ghost in their.
Yeah, I have one in my house.
Yeah,
You
I believe in
Dude.
ghost shit for sure.
Right now?
I don't know. There's a lot of noises, but the one time when I first moved to my house, me and Shirley are like in my basement.
Yeah.
We're drinking. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And then dude, I heard this voice say this name. And I'm like, Shirley, did you hear that? And he said the name I heard. And then we looked at each other and both got freaked out when upstairs.
It was just you two there.
Yep. But he heard the name that I heard. I didn't tell him what I heard. I said, did you hear that? And he said the name that I heard.
That would freak me out.
Freaked me the fuck out. There's
How
always
far
been
into you-
there's
you were
always
just
been
moving in?
noises and shit. A couple of years.
And you've been living there for 20 years.
I mean, and the people that owned it probably first died there probably. Then it went to one person and me.
Yeah.
But
Probably
someone,
friendly?
someone like
Yeah,
you,
they're not violent.
someone like you would have.
They just make some noises.
Yeah, with a family, I would think they would be more of a friendlier ghost.
Yeah, there isn't nothing traumatic happening. Just it always sounds like somebody's running down my hallway.
Well, my mother's house, I grew
But
up
I could
in,
be nuts too. I
that
mean,
we still have.
It could
used to
be in my head.
Yeah, but Jolie, it's in
Joel,
Jolie's
right?
too.
Well, we're both fucked
You
up.
guys been cool though for a while. Maybe you share
Yeah.
up a little bit of your brain.
Yeah, we have a little ESP. We have a little ESP going
little
on.
ESP. So
But
people won't
for
come on my
Shuli to
mom's
say
side.
that though,
The
Dude,
same
when
name.
he
It's
said the
definitely heard
name,
it.
I heard without me
Does it give
saying
you
that.
fucking chills?
He heard, yes.
Yeah.
Like the hair stuck up.
For
And we
sure.
fu-
Mine are
like,
standing up
I
right now.
high
It's hearing
stepped it
the
up the
story.
fucking step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like people wouldn't go to my mother's house. I grew up in.
We weren't a lot of beers deep,
because it was a funeral home. People were scared to be there. Like it wasn't a funeral home. It was built to be a funeral home, but we were like the third family to buy it.
In your house now?
My mother's house. No, we still own it. I grew up in my
Was
whole
there
life.
dead bodies in there?
Funeral home, but they didn't die there. It was just a funeral home.
But it was a funeral home for a short amount of time.
Yeah, for years. Yeah, and people were like, people wouldn't even come in the house. I'm like, don't you go to funeral homes to see people?
Yeah.
Like, what does that? I mean, they didn't die here.
They're
you know,
stuck
it
in
was like-
purgatory.
They weren't, but. I was
Following
there.
your
They did you
body
right. It was a
around.
funeral home. They let you out. We never had no problems there.
Did
But
you
some
ever
people
hear
were scared.
anything?
Like, I couldn't live here. I wouldn't sleep here when you were a kid or whatever. I knew it since I was a kid. It never freaked me out. None.
Yeah, I
Did
guess.
you ever find any like anything like
No, like I said, we were with two families in between us before it got converted to a home. You know, a family residence. Probably at the time, the people lived upstairs when it was.
Yeah, that's how they always do it. Yeah,
So
usually
it
back in the
never
day.
bothered me. But I know there's a guy we know who wouldn't come in the house. To this day, he was friends with my dad. Would never come into the house. Like when my dad bought the house, like, dude, like you don't go to funeral homes when people die. What's the difference? This is our house. It's still a funeral home.
And back then that was common. Like that was like your business down there, and
Yeah,
you know,
it's a
your
family business,
Yeah,
right.
upstairs is where the family lived at. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Okay, Larry, Brother in Arms. I don't know if this deserves Brother in Arms or not, but Paul Brothers bringing reality TV show to Max.
So here's the details that you can look at, and then I can play the trailer if you'd like.
All right, Paul Brothers, who since blown up on YouTube have become pro boxers, WWE superstars, sports entertainers, will soon be reality stars. The pair is teaming up with Max for a brand new reality TV series called Paul American. Larry, let me see the trailer.
You
I have some
got it.
information on. I watched something the other day. How long is the trailer?
Like a minute, maybe.
I'm uncancelable. And we'll put that to the test, brother. Hey, yo, Mac, ladies and gentlemen. Jake and I know how to create the viral media that the internet feeds on.
Villains and bad guys make the most amount of people tune in.
But no matter how many people like us or hate us. What the though? Where the love go? The only people on this planet who will always have my back is my family. 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Oh, I can't imagine having Jake Paul as an uncle.
Kids love weirdos.
It's a love joke.
My mom thinks I'm cute and smart.
I assume we're not just gonna do one season because that means it sucks.
What if it's really good?
This show is gonna shoot itself.
They don't give a what the other people are thinking.
I don't bluff, bro.
I know who they really are. That's all that counts.
I love you.
This is reality. Be a real person.
We really watching this whole thing?
That's good. So I
almost
watched,
fell asleep here. Too many crickets.
So I watched the other day on Untold. They got them Untold shows on Netflix. They're really good. And they had one about Jake Paul. It was called Problem Child. I got to be honest. It was super fucking interesting. Their dad was like a hardcore lunatic, like hard as fuck on them. But like they give their dad all their credit. Like if it wasn't for our dad, we wouldn't be who we are. But their dad was like sort of strict, but like would whoop their ass. But they said it wasn't abuse. It was just like a normal ass whooping. Like they were raised like
tough love.
And they like gave, and I kind of looked at them different after that because they weren't like crying like pussies. Like our dad beat us. It was more like, yeah, our dad was tough. I mean, everyone knows our dad was tough on us. You know, we get our ass whooped, but we deserved it. It made us who we are. And it's like, it's kind of incredible that these dudes are that young and they have this much of an impact on. I mean, they captured social media better than anyone.
Right, they won the internet.
They did. I mean,
Yeah.
and they became like villains, and like people tune into villains. So many they were showing. There's people that have become millionaires just off making content about them.
Yeah, like the talk about what they just did on their show,
Right.
and shit, the spinoff or whatever.
Right.
Is that where the money's at?
Yeah.
So I don't fucking like hate the Paul brother. Like I actually Jake Paul especially. Like I have a lot of respect for him for being like a boxer.
You know, like that show that comes out Thursdays that talk about Greenfield's Finest Podcast remix.
Yes.
You know, they break down what we say and shit like that all the time.
Squirrel's Finest Podcast.
Yeah.
They break down what we say. Like, them guys are bad. They make us out to be the
hey,
villains
good for them, you know?
for shooting Molly and fucking fat chicks. But, I mean, you know what I mean? Shit happens. All right, this is a pretty cool story. Jeremiah Trotter Jr., Larry, celebrates NFC Championship 20 years after Dad, and it's cool because they have a picture of him. Look how little he is. And now he's going to the Super Bowl. That's fucking. That's a cool.
His son's going on the same team.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
No, that's good shit. And now his dad brought him on the
Fucking
field.
nepotism, huh?
Yeah, right.
You got what Whoopi will be like.
The alumni you got on there. Had to
Nine.
That makes me
alumni.
feel old because I remember Jim Trotter was cool.
Yeah,
He was good.
I mean, dude, it'll be like if JPJ goes to the Super Bowl in what? Well, it would have to be next year. You know, Joey Porter Jr.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. You know, if his dad brought him on.
Yeah,
I'm
that
sure-
was the only team that PZ played for, right? He never played nowhere
No.
else, right?
No, I don't think so.
No, but that, I mean, that would be cool. But I mean, that's fucking awesome.
That's pretty cool, though. It really is.
Yeah.
Stories like that,
Yeah.
like it's cool, especially like someone like me who didn't know their dad. So, all right, let's see what else we got here for Brother in Arms.
Maybe he had a radio
What if your
show
dad was like a
25
road
years ago.
comedian? You know,
Yeah.
I mean, he was just a traveling comedian.
It banged my mom.
Right.
Well, who was like Rodney Dangerfield? I always saw like if I had like a super cool dad, and then he
Yeah,
came,
who was
think
the
it's
who was the
closer
other
probably
one
to
that
Boy
died
Named
in
Sue's
the
story, probably.
in like the car wreck? Fucking you
Oh,
like-
yeah. Sam
Kinison.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
We both just screamed. We knew exactly what
Well,
you were
yeah.
talking about.
I could see like I'm trying to think who's a Jerry Seinfeld could be my dad.
Yeah.
Didn't you say, did you do the 23andMe? Do you have
I'm scared to do it.
Why?
I don't really want to know.
We could be brothers. You don't know.
I know because, dude, I
That's a story. What's that? Dirty work. Your guys.
Yeah.
Your guy was around.
Yeah, right.
Talking about you guys grew up best friends. I knew my mom the whole time.
it was
He said, "Who do you think was taking the pictures? Your mother was here."
people were like, "Oh, are you scared? Like you think like you fuck?" No, I didn't fuck that many chicks, and I think I fucked my sister. The weird thing is, for me, was like, I would be, in my head, I picture like, if he was like I don't know, I'm just scared to find out if he was like a big time fucking loser. But then there's benefits to find out, like health benefits, like if he had certain health issues, I could find out. But like, I don't know.
It might be like trust fund out there. There's like they said Elvis had a trust fund that if they ever found out that there was kids of his out there that he didn't know about to give him some money from the estate and shit. You know, it might be worth
Really?
bringing out, yeah.
Oh.
Not that you're Elvis's kid or something. I'm just saying, you know, that some rich internet guy could have had it from back in the day or something. Not
Jeff
the internet, not
Bezos.
the 80s.
That
And maybe he made a
bald-headed
newspaper
fuck.
tycoon or something.
Yeah. You never know. Maybe I will look into it. Canadian man, speaking of not knowing who my dad is, Canadian man ends up with penis frozen to grind. I don't know what this is about.
I think Jack sent this one.
Jack loves a penis story. Wait, is someone like fucking him?
So basically, a drunk guy got tackled to the ground by some
Pants
police
are
or
pulled down or
security, and his pants kind of come down, and he
Oh!
gets stuck
Pissed
on it.
himself.
And they pulled him up.
It's real cool
His
guy.
dick is like so tiny. He's getting heckled.
Oh, it's cold out. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
it's on frozen ground.
It is frozen to the ground. How
It'd
big
be
your
like
dick
doing
gonna be?
cryotherapy.
But still,
Yeah.
you got pictures out there forever. I think his dick was like stuck to the ground.
Just a full yank.
Oh, he's definitely a brother in arms.
Oh, there the whole crowd went wild.
Talk about how small his dick
Yeah,
is.
that's a big fear there. I don't want my little wiener out there for the internet to see.
Dude, if your dick hits
After
frozen,
laying on ice.
Yeah, especially
laying
after
on
laying
ice, dude.
That's a
ice
cryotherapy dick. Could you imagine?
Yeah. Dude, when I do cryotherapy, I cover myself just because I don't want anyone to get a gator
it
in my
still gets
tiny
cold,
package. Yeah, that's. I mean,
You
that's.
ever wake up stuck to the ground before, Z-Bird? Any drunk mishaps?
We're like, I fucked the ground.
In the cold.
No, like just falling in the cold. I got my face stuck to the ground once. It hurts.
My buddy passed out in
Yeah.
the snow one time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Toys
yeah,
R
yeah.
Us.
Well, I always went. I would piss off the porch, so I wouldn't have to go upstairs down my mom's, like out into the yard. And I went to lean on the wall. At least I figured it. I pieced it together. I don't remember, but I went to lean on the wall and missed and fell down like 4 steps. And then I was laying in the yard. I remember waking up in the yard like, what the fuck? I'm freezing. Oh shit! I'm in the yard, and then I picked my face up, and it was I had a burn because my face was stuck to the ground. I must have either knocked myself out or passed out there for a while. Stowed my thumb. Fucking had a big red mark on my face.
You sound like Shuley last week.
The next week, there's pictures from my fucking my niece's baptism. I'm the fucking godfather.
Oh, so you were older when this happened.
Yeah, I mean, you know, what I think it was Carson. It had to be Carson's, I guess. He was no, not Carson's. Elizabeth, she's 8, 9, so 30s. Yeah.
I thought you were a young lad, dude. This was like last week.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. Kane's like, I passed out in the snow.
Pissed myself and
my dick's small.
So I did do that 2 weeks ago too, but that's why. Yeah, my dick's still small now. But it could have been. I was out there pissing. I'm lucky my dick didn't get stuck to the ground there. Good thing the little guy went back and hiding.
Here's another brother Norm's. Kid says haircut his dad made him get makes him look like an ass wipe. What's this? Let's see this one.
My dad made me get another damn haircut, and they pushed my hairline way too back. And now I look like an ass wipe, and I have school tomorrow. See?
It ain't that bad.
Dude, some dads are better at cutting hair than others, that's for sure.
Yeah, but he said he made him get it, like he barbershop fucked him up.
Nah, it looks like his dad did it.
Yeah.
His dad got a nice haircut.
He
cheaped out on his kid.
Yeah, dude, I remember my mom gave me attempted to give me a haircut one time with a straight. It was like a shaving razor. I remember how it used to get lightning bolts in your head?
Yeah,
she tried to do it with a razor and just cut a big chunk of my hair out. I just said, stop. And the next day, like, I had to go shave my head. But I was like, Jesus Christ, Mom. You know what I mean? Like, she shaved. You don't understand what I'm saying? Straight razor. Shaved
basically scarred your head.
You could
so
do
the hair
that.
would never
You
grow
do
there
that
again.
with like little edgers. You don't do that with a razor. Yeah.
No,
but we're talking about
can't
my
even
mom
do it
here.
with any razor. You got it. It has to be the trimmer.
You're right.
She might have had a couple beers in her. You know what I mean? A couple pops. Smoked a doobie.
I wasn't gonna cut you, but you fucking moved, Mike. I told you don't move.
Yeah, and
Well, it's your fault. You got cut.
she made me think so I was 9 years old. Because you believe your parents.
What if that
age.
turned into a style like a big chunk of your head shaved out?
Yeah.
Like a big square.
I'm like, I had to go. Well, the next day I just went and got my head shaved. I was like, yeah, you gotta shave my head. And they were like, oh, what happened? I'm like, my mom tried to cut my hair with a fucking razor. Like they almost called CYS.
Dude, my sister, I think the was like, I cut your hair. I was like, we were both young. I don't even know why we were like left alone in this mission, like young.
How old do you think you were?
Like, I was 10. This makes her like 13. And she cut my hair and scalped the fuck out of me. Dude, we always babysit our child. I don't know where the parents were. Dude, scalped the fuck out of my head, dude. And we like had to like walk up in this world like Philip Pelusi.
Did they fix you?
The best they could. You know what I mean? Like,
You had a big chunk of hair.
a big chunk. You gotta kind of
You
like
guys had to cover it up, pay for the own haircut yourself, like so you didn't get in trouble afterwards.
No. My parents, I think, thought it was funny. I didn't think it was funny.
Did you? No, I've known you forever. You never shaved your head, right?
Yeah, I did for a minute.
Oh, did you?
Like later in life, because I mean, like I said, I got pissed off. Like when your hair starts to recede after a while, you like give up. And I was just doing like the even Steven for a minute.
Were you?
And then I found it was like after a while, like I didn't get a haircut, and I just let it grow back a little bit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
Then COVID came, and then you let it come back a little bit.
You know what though? Like you got a decent shaped head.
I wish I'd have done it years ago.
Plus,
honestly.
you're tall.
Yeah, I have a lump. Like I have a misshaped head.
You think it would be once you do it, you're like, why not do it long ago?
I'm not ready to throw in the towel yet.
No, I'm thinking about like
have to. You're
once
thinking
me
too
and
bad.
Z-Bird go like big time with this crypto, we're definitely going to Turkey to get like hair implants to give it one more shot.
It's worth it.
One more shot.
'Cause
We
even
need it
though-
to happen soon though, before we run out.
Yeah, I didn't have enough left to. It wasn't there.
When do you think you went bald? Like when was your?
I knew I was going bald in high school. I like quit wearing hats and shit because I heard that would make it worse. And
That's a
I
wives'
just told
tale.
her, you know, and then early 20s I started combing my hair back, and I said because I didn't want to be like a hat guy, and then all of a sudden you take your hat off, and and everyone you hang out with all the time is like, dude, you're bald as fuck. So it went gradual,
Yeah.
and then eventually everyone said, dude, you're bald as fuck. I'm like,
You shaved it.
I'll buzz it up.
Yeah.
And I really didn't do it till I was with Kelly 5 years ago, and then I started buzzing it, and then I'm like, if I'm just buzzing it, I didn't want to have to shave every day. I didn't want to shave my face and head every day. But really, I bought one of the hand things, and
That thing cuts pretty
do it
good.
during your morning deuce. You
the
fucking shave your
bulldog?
head and If you do it every day, it keeps it enough.
Right.
Sometimes if you're going out to a wedding or something like that, you got to take your time and do it, but
Right.
it keeps it at bay enough.
Is it called
Totally
the
worth
bulldog or something? Like you hold it with your
I don't
finger?
even know. Yeah, it's one of them handheld ones. Yeah.
Yeah, it probably jumped in your algorithm because we're both going balls.
Yeah,
So, like,
it's
it
in there.
knows. So
It's
like,
in there.
it shows that product.
I've been getting a lot of things from Hims. They're saying like this chick comes
But it's
on who's
liberating
hot,
once you do it.
and she's like, my boyfriend had a bald spot, and now his hair's growing back, and like I almost bought it, but like I remember a dude, our old producer of the podcast, was taking
Almost
something,
fucking killed
almost fucking died.
I tried getting laser treatment to save it the one time. I had to drive to Irwin once a week and once a month to get like a laser treatment. I sat there like an idiot with a lady getting a perm that was supposed to put lasers in it. It kind of made the hair, at least I told myself it made the hair that I did have look a little bit thicker. But really, it was just
It's supposed to stimulate the follicles.
yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, it made sense, the science that they sold me on it when I
Dude,
worked to do it, you know?
I threw like a third party. I know, like
They
a group
sent me
of
home with a
dudes.
brush to brush my own hair. Get
There's
the
like a
blood
group
flowing
of dudes like taking a dude trip to Turkey. I know through like a third party.
Yeah.
I want to see how that goes.
Yeah.
You let someone else do it first.
There's a lot of
Works,
people
works.
supposedly do it. Jack's like, yeah, everybody's too far gone. Like, fuck you, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
You know,
Well,
I
if you make
followed you
enough
down the steps
money,
the
you know,
other
if
day.
your kid's tuition's paid for already, then it's worth it.
No, it's not.
You know, I don't have enough money now to waste
Fuck
that money
it,
on
you
that.
only live once.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might get a scholarship.
They might
Worry
go to
about
public
that.
schools, right?
But they could be a lot more confident if their dad isn't some bald asshole. You know? My dad
My
got
kids
beautiful head of
definitely
hair.
don't want me to be
I
bald.
can walk tall.
They don't.
It's for the family.
Yeah.
They're against me shaving my head. I mean, my shit. Yeah, I mean,
Nah, that's what I mean. You still got hair,
Huh?
so do I. I don't want to.
I need them to fill in this area.
Yeah.
They can
Yeah.
take the shit from right here. I don't need this.
See, you
flip it.
Your hair's back a little bit, but I'm missing it up here. That's where I'm losing it.
Yeah, I think when I get out of the shower, it just seems the worst. I'm like, oh
It's the
my
worst
God.
to get out of a pool, then you're the guy that wears a hat in a pool because it looks terrible wet. I've been there. I'm telling
Like
you.
I said, there was a time
Once
where
you
like
start shaving it, you're
I would
tell
say-
them I'm
I was-
liberating it as eagle tits,
It
right?
changed my life.
Yeah, dude,
I
it's
hated
way
myself
better.
significantly less after
You
that.
can't, if you wear a tassel cap, like I always had to have a comb, and I never did a comb over anything, but I would always have a comb because if you're fucked up balding head, any hair gets out of place, it looks way worse. You got to keep it where it's supposed to be.
A
when you think
rogue
it looks
breeze
good, but
is
it
your
doesn't.
worst enemy.
Yep.
The what?
A rogue breeze
Oh,
is your
forget
worst
about it.
enemy.
Dude, I'll tell you what. I recently like doing stand up. I started not wearing a hat as much and started fucking just putting gel in my hair.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fuck it. Put a razor in your head. Fuck it. You'll never
No,
go back.
no.
I got to talk to a couple
Seabird.
buddies into doing it, and they all agree. Once you do it, once you
I'm
go
gonna-
bald, you don't go back.
Let me see what happens with this guy. See the results. If they're like over the edge, really good results. Then everybody's like, dude, if you get them plugged, though, you gotta like get something to lower your testosterone. But I don't know how true that is.
You gotta get something to lower it.
Right. I think you can use like a topical. They like save the rest of the hair that you still have.
I'll just get a skin graft, take it off my back, and just put it
saying
on
enough-
my head.
I got enough
have
back
this
hair to
figured out
fucking
by
go
now,
around.
I
Yeah,
know.
you think. I
Every
don't need
time-
the hair on my
They
back.
got a dude who can live forever sucking out baby fetuses, but yeah, I can't get a couple
Can't find
fucking
real
hair.
brown
Yeah.
baldness.
The fuck.
Or it makes you impotent or something.
Yeah, fucking. Corn
Yeah.
dick.
Well, because it's full of hair if you can't crush coos.
Right.
I'll just
Absolutely
fucking.
not.
I'll poke myself in the ass with some
That's
juice.
why I did it. I'm married anyways, you know.
You and Kelly only been together 5 years.
Something like that, 2019.
Damn, you got together just
And
a
you guys have,
fucking.
like, 20
20-year-old.
kids.
Yeah, that was it, cuz.
Yeah.
If you want to have kids, let's do it. No, we ain't fucking waiting until
You
we're...
weren't playing games.
Dude, nope.
You started popping that coochie early.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll come back. We're gonna have more of that Greenfield's Finest podcast.
Auto & Sons Landscaping, big enough to serve, small enough to care. They offer landscaping, pressure washing, snow removal, gardening, lawn maintenance, sod lawns, complete installation, shrub maintenance, retaining walls, complete spraying services, and more. They put in the work so you don't have to. Transform your yard today and call Rosato & Sons Landscaping at 412-521-9045. Tell them Z-Bird sent you and get a special discount. Need to move? Call Miracle Movers, 412-419-2620. They're a team of experienced and professional movers dedicated to providing clients with the best possible service. They will work with you to create a custom moving plan that fits your specific needs and budget. They're also fully bonded and insured. So give Miracle Movers a call, 412-419-2620. Having electrical problems? Don't know where to turn? Call Vance Hall at Plug Electric, 412-298-6770. 412-298-6770. That's Vance Hall at Plug Electric. Car problems suck, especially if the problem is too big for you to fix yourself. You don't know where to take your car and you don't know who to trust. Well, let me talk to you about Meineke Car Care, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Oil changes, brakes, maintenance, pretty much anything you need is in their wheelhouse. So if you need a hand making your car problems suck less, call Meineke Car Care Center, 412-451-8968. Ask for Arthur, 412-451-8968. Are your steps and sidewalks starting to crack? Do you miss it when they actually look nice and clean? Call Giuseppe & Sons. They handle repairs and replacements. 412-421-6711. These are the guys you can trust to help you with all your masonry work in the Pittsburgh area. That's Giuseppe & Sons. 412-421-6711.
We'd like to welcome Atlas Pest Solutions. Their services include bed bugs, roaches. They kill termites, fleas, and bees, and wasps, and general pest, ants, and centipedes. He don't handle wildlife like raccoons and stuff, but if you pay him enough, he'll shoot anything. You can get a hold of him at 412-414-2948. Atlas Pest Solutions at 412-414-2948. And tell him you heard about it on Greenfield's Finest podcast. Dude's a beast. He did my neighbor. That's all I meant to do.
Cleared it out?
Cleared it out. He don't fuck around.
He ain't trapping raccoons or nothing like that, you said?
Yeah, I mean, if you pay him enough, he'll shoot anything.
Anything.
Buddy. Yeah.
He says so right in the ad.
Yeah. Says it right now. He'll shoot anything. But, he mainly sticks to bed bugs, roaches, termites, fleas, bees, and wasps, and general pests.
Nice.
Yeah, so welcome.
Welcome aboard.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What about Greenfield's Finest podcast? We're about to jump into what's grinding our gears. Angry John, what's grinding them gears?
Dude, so the snow melted.
Yeah.
And if you're a dog owner, the amount of shit, dude, I went into my backyard. I'm like, I got to get it done. I could see some of it. I'm like, dude, I got to attack this dude. It's unimaginable how much shit was back there.
Your dog's pretty big too.
He's big and he shits big. And he must have been healthy, dude. I dug a big hole to throw all the shit in. And dude,
how many long term, how you think we're talking about? Because the snow, it's been cold. Are we talking about a month worth of shit?
Yeah. So whenever it started snowing, which was probably after probably January.
You try and get it out there daily to get what's there, but there's berries.
Not when there's snow. I tried because if my kids go back there, I don't want them running shit, and I don't want them running shit. So there's probably always good 5 pals.
Then you're doing
there was probably 60
mush because the snow melted, so a lot of it's mush.
It was it was still a little bit frozen.
That's nice.
Oh, nice frozen turd is a lot better than
the
mushy.
snow melted, but the backyard stays a little cold.
Yeah,
I had
to get to it.
Yeah, I took a rake and a shovel and but the hole I dug was probably a foot deep by 16 around.
Yeah, beautiful flowers.
I had to dig another fucking hole. That's how much shit filled in there.
So you had to dig a hole to bury the shit.
That's what I'm not collecting it. I dig dirt and it'll
I remember doing it years past. It would be 4 or 5 John Eagle bags full to the brim.
I don't
just leave them out in the yard, and you had to fill it back up. That shit.
I'm not
going
to go pick them up with
gloves.
Or
no, you get a scooper in there with dump it in a John Eagle bag.
Dig it up.
Yeah.
Regularly, it would be weekly. You'd get 1 bag and then put it in with the trash on trash day. But then after, like you said, it's been a month.
I do that when I walk. So this isn't just because I walk them in the front, in the early morning and at night, when it's dark. So
but
I picked that up with a bag.
Yeah, when someone sees you.
Man, that's a lot. I actually seen on Facebook yesterday, and I never thought about the snow melting. A lot of people were like, I have to go clean up dog shit. And people are, ooh, I just had to do that. And it's I realized because the snow melted. There's so much shit accumulated, you know what I mean, over the past month. Especially some people have 2 dogs.
Yeah, mine was 2 dogs when I had to clean up my mother's yard.
If you have a greyhound or something, they're shitting you know what I mean, Bigfoot fucking.
2 big dogs. It was a big dog and 2 little dogs. It was a big, massive turds, and then you're walking around looking for the big pal, and you step on a fucking little turd that you're gonna find all the time.
You're talking 4 turds.
What did you say? Great Dane. What's the other kind that's just
a Mastiff?
There's a massive.
Those are fucking bear shits.
Yeah, Great Dane. Mm-hmm. Dude, my cousin got a Great Dane. This dog, as a puppy, was enormous. They're like fucking horses, dude. I'm like,
yeah.
I get.
What kind of fun is that?
Why would you want that big fucker in your house?
I have a Mastiff mix over my house.
Do you?
The other day, it never does this, but it shit on the floor.
Oh!
So it was a solid chunk. I picked it up and put it in the toilet to flush. It clogged the toilet.
Did it?
I had to plunge the toilet right after throwing it in there.
It's like a bear shit.
Fuck that.
You got it all up?
I did. I mean, no, dude. I probably honestly missed 3 plows. Like I try to be thorough, dude. But just
you missed some for sure. It's a lot.
There's just so much,
do,
dude. That's why I call him Dookie, man. He just shits like so much.
Okay, pick up the phone.
We go out there, Ken.
Well, I got one landscaping related too. This is from back in the summer. I wanted to bring it up with you guys here though. This so set up the story. My mother's yard. My sister moved in there. She had 2 dogs, and I'm still taking care of the yard and shit. And I said, the dog's digging holes. I'm cleaning up the shit before I cut the grass every week and all that shit. So I said, eventually it just got to the point where I said, I bought fucking leashes for my nephew to walk the dog so the dog wouldn't dig. If you walk a couple times, blah, blah. She threw out the leash. She didn't like the color. Like I said, you're not even not doing anything. You're working against me here. I don't fucking live here. I'm still trying to help. So eventually I quit taking care of the yard. I said, fuck it, I'm out. So the yard gets grown up. And through the winter, it was fucked up. I just left it go. It made me disgusted. This yard I've been taking care of my whole life. But the grass is this high. So she moves out. So then that's back to me to start taking care of the yard again. So I called in a landscaper, like, I'm going to do it, but I just wanted a price so I could tell my sister every time I cut the grass, this is what you owe me. Like, just out of spite. Like, I wanted to know how much this is going to cost. So eventually this guy says it's $50 every time he cuts it, whatever. Then he says, I said, how much to chop it down? He said, I'll do it all I'll get it back to normal one time. Like, I think he said $100. I said, you know what? I wasn't even going to have him do it. I just wanted to come look. Like, basically, I knew I was wasting this guy's time coming.
Right.
But he said $100. I said, you know what? Send it, dude. Do it for $100. So then I come back, and he just knocked it down with the weed whacker and left everything there. He's like,
didn't mow it or nothing?
I said, dude, what the fuck? He said, well, I'll come back next week. It's a lot easier to clean up when everything shrinks up. And, I said, well, no shit. I said, I don't know what I paid you to do. I could have fucking done that and come back later and raked it up. He said, well, I blew it around. I said, where'd you blow it to? Furthermore in the yard. Like, what the fuck, man? I paid you to whack it down, rake it, and whack it down again. That's what I thought I was paying for. I didn't say, I'm not going to charge you anymore. I said, but it still looks like shit for another week till you let it shrink up and it's easier for you to come pick up.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
So what kind of shit is
dude,
that?
Just get it done, buddy.
Yeah.
You're here. Why would you want to drive back twice?
Then even as he was in the middle of doing it, I said, here's $120, dude. Like, before he was done. I paid the guy on my way to work.
You gave him a tip?
Thinking it was done? Yeah, because he was going to knock us down. It was a pain
You gave
in
him
the
a tip
ass.
and he still did a shit job.
Yeah. Then, okay, whatever. I made him come back, like, just out of spite. I said, come back and do it again, like you said you were going to. I'm paying for it. And then he had the balls later. He called me back, like, hey, so do you want me to put that yard on the schedule? Does your mom want to pay $50? I said, no, she can't afford to pay for it. Like, give me a fucking break. I'm going to hire you regular now if you just cut it like that. Who the
Is
fuck
this guy like a part-time?
Yeah, I guess. He ain't fucking...
Does he have a Subaru
business.
and a weed whacker hanging out the back?
So I just couldn't... I was flabbergasted. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, dude. Dude, you can't be getting them dudes off one of that. Dude.
Thanks. I mean, if he was somebody I knew from like grade school that was around. You see him on Facebook. I'm one of the people you're friends with on Facebook that you're not actually friends with.
Yeah.
So-and-so lawn care. I messaged him like, hey, come give me a price on this. That's what you get, what you pay for.
Right, yeah. That's just weird that he want to go back twice.
You knocked it down and left it look like shit for another week. Thanks. I couldn't have done that myself.
Yeah, definitely.
How high was it?
It was high. I mean, it was like a good end of summer month gross. And then the winter went through, so it was regrown again. I knew I had to start the season.
Yeah.
So it wasn't good, but the guy looked at it before he gave me the price.
Was there shit
He
mixed
knew
in
the dogs were here. All this was unknown to him when he gave the price. I said, what do you cost? I said, I'm going to get this finished first. Like, what would it be regular? Just, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's easier to pick up when it dries up. Oh, no shit. Thanks.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, I was for me, I was on Costco Sunday. It was a fucking absolute madhouse. So they moved Costco in Homestead. They moved the self checkout all the way down to the right.
Ooh.
So now, like, if you go to the left, like, you can't get to the right because the left line's back. It's back.
Blocked. What a dumb idea.
So I'm in the left line. This lady's coming out of the snack aisle, and she has not 3, but 4 small children. 1 in the cart and 3 small children. And she looks at me and she goes, "We're trapped." And our kids are trying to fight and they're hitting in the carts. I back up to let her go. This lady behind me fucking snaps and goes, "You're gonna run into me," and I fucking like
that to you.
I'm like the most laid back dude, and I fucking lost it at Costco. And I said to her, I said, "Did you not see the 4 fucking little kids standing there? What was I supposed to do? What would you have did?" And she just looked at me and she was like, "Tuh."
What would you have did? You fucked up your English and everything.
What would you have did, bitch? Well, I was like, "What would you have did?" I did say that too. I was like, "What would you have did?" Yeah, I was so fucking angry at her, and then like she like made this face, and I was like, "Jesus Christ!" I was like, "I can't fucking stand this store anymore." And like the lady had already gone by. She said, "Thank you." I let her get in front of me and like move off to the self checkout, but I still couldn't move to the self checkout because like these people, it's so fucked up how I hate how Costco rearranges everything so often
For no reason.
Yeah.
For no, that self checkout was perfect. You'd come down that final
Makes it like
aisle,
express, right?
and it was right there. Now it's off to the right, so you literally got to do one of two things: wait in that line or cut through the snack aisle.
Which that's hard with a cart sometimes.
Because there's three, like it's
Yeah.
double blocked, and then you got to go through the snack aisle and then cut through where they have like the furniture at. I was like losing my mind, and for this lady to see these 3 kids and say. She said, "You're gonna back up into me," like I was backing a fucking car up into her. Meanwhile, I'm backing up. All I would have did was bumped into
Your
her
ass
car.
would have hit her cart.
That's
What
it.
the fuck does she care anyways?
That's why I lost.
You
it.
should have been like beep, beep, beep.
But I fucking lost it, and she was just like an old miserable cunt.
There's a lot of them out there.
She was probably like 55 years old. You could tell she.
What was in her cart? You tell a lot of her
I
person.
didn't
Like cat food.
No, but she
Bunch of kitty litter.
her hair
Fucking-
was
yeah.
atrocious, and it looked like it hadn't been like she didn't have enough. Like she wasn't dyeing her hair anymore. She gave up on life. Didn't have any makeup on. Had on sweatpants and fucking Crocs.
Fat
And
Karen
I
bitch.
just was hoping that someone would hit her out in the parking lot. I was just like,
Probably totaled her car, hit that fat bitch, huh?
yeah. I mean, just a fat sack of monkey shit. And I was just like, you know what? She pissed me off so bad, but like I was down there to get the Costco 2 weeks ago on sample. They had this tea. It was in a giant jar. You scooped it out. It was almost like a gelatin. You add hot water, and it makes this delicious passion fruit tea. Never had nothing like it before. Now they're done selling it. I'm so sick of Costco starting me on items and then cutting them off. They've done it with the nacho cheese. Now they're doing it with this, and they did it with these fucking protein shakes. I'm fucking sick of it. It's like, why can't you stock the same shit over and over again for the? It's been I can't find the milk. I haven't been able to find the milk for fucking a month and a half. They moved the milk and the eggs.
Yeah, they got a new cooler.
Yeah, I found that out.
I found that out. Yeah, dude. I was,
through Facebook.
Dude,
And not
is
by
that how
the
you
other
found it
cooler.
out?
Someone told me, they were like, dude, it's behind the meat counter. I'm like,
Yeah, like back where like the
paper towels
the
are at.
paper. Yeah, there's like a new cooler.
So it's not with the like in the row of the other coolers.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
it's
was,
a cooler all by itself.
Remember how it used to be with the other coolers? There'd be like,
Well, that makes sense.
There'd be like cheese, eggs, and then when you rotate it around to the other side, where there would be like whipped cream, cream cheese, there'd be fucking
Yeah, the
milk.
dairy section where it should be.
And now that apparently it has its own separate cooler, which I haven't found yet. I'll find it tomorrow when I go down there. But I'm just fucking sick of their shit.
Where's the closest Sam's? It's too
I
convenient for you
can't-
to
I
ever
can't
not
swear- I
Sam's.
can't swear.
Sam's is up in West Mifflin.
I can't handle that. Costco's so close to my house.
Yeah, you can't. No, you
And
just
I
gotta
love
deal with it.
It's not fair to me.
Remember the old place at Beaver? They would have the ding for the Costco. Remember he mentioned Costco? And it would
Yeah, yeah. He's.
What do you mean?
Larry didn't have that technology.
Remember, like
you
when
guys
we were
going
at Todd's, every time you say
Every time you
Costco,
say
they
Costco,
ding.
the ding.
Yeah.
That always made me laugh. That's original. You know, a lot of newer listeners don't know about that.
And I mean, I just got
That's before voicemails even.
I just got my like my
Before your
2%
time.
my 2% check back. It was like I got a nice $113 gift certificate to use. So I was like, oh, you know,
Free money.
Yeah, I don't hate Costco. I just hate sometimes the people, and I hate the management that rearranges fucking everything. And I even said something to the one cashier, and she agreed. Like, I have no idea why they move everything. And I Googled it, and what it came up with is because it's a sales tactic because it causes you to look around the store more.
Yeah, it makes
If
sense.
you in Costco,
You don't
you'd
stay
be
on your
moving stuff
routine. You
too.
got to see new shit. Like grab it. Like
Dude, there's so much stuff in the middle that I disregard that I have to go back and walk through.
Yeah.
because there'll be like dog treats.
Well, the
or
chip,
something.
the chip aisle They switched the chips up. They had big bags of that pirate booty, which I loved. Now they only have the tiny bags of pirate booty, and I buy some fucking Korean sweet and sour bugles. I'm like,
were they?
They're good.
They're good. I like a bugle.
So it worked.
I haven't had a
Moving it around.
bugle in a while.
But it's not a real bugle.
They got ranch.
So I
bugles.
bought. This dude almost talked me into buying a case of authentic maple syrup from Canada because of the tariffs. He was like, "Dude, this is gonna go up."
They're over already.
Dude,
Sell it on the street.
Yeah, dude, I almost bought a 6-pack of. It was $12.99 for a bottle of this fucking organic. The only ingredient was maple syrup, which I was all about. I don't eat a lot of pancakes, but I eat enough. So I'm like,
should have rotted your teeth. That good ass maple syrup. Like
I was like, dude,
so good.
I'm like, I was about to get it, and I was like, nah, I'm just gonna get one thing of maple syrup. You know, if it goes up 10%, I'll pay it. Like I'm not getting stuck with 6.
Good. Trudeau, he banned immediately. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Maple syrup ain't going up.
All right, everybody, we're taking a quick commercial break. We'll be right back to wrap up Greenfield's Finest podcast.
Whether a recent storm has damaged your home's gutter system or your roof requires an update, at Allen Construction, they are equipped with the tools and skills to accomplish any job you throw their way. Roofing, windows, siding, soffit and fascia, gutters and spouts. You won't regret calling Allen Construction. 412-954-8337 or visit allenconstructionpgh.com. That's ALAN constructionpgh.com. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim firstly to be a company that is principle-driven and achieve this by valuing the importance of ethical business practices, creating exceptional relationships with both customers and employees. Their high standards derive from a focus to detail and a priority on their reputation. So give them a call at 412-915-1694. 412-915-1694. Need a new retaining wall? Call Just Walls, 412-889-4401. They're fully insured and are the guys for the job. That's Just Walls, 412-889-4401. Need help with roofing, siding, gutters, downspouts, or soffit and fascia? You should talk to SNL Remodeling LLC, 412-628-9717. 412-628-9717, and tell them GFP sent you. Capizzuto's Pizza, 422 Greenfield Avenue, Pittsburgh, PA. Do you like pizza? Of course you do. Capizzuto's has everything you need. Check out their food by Googling Capizzuto's Pizza Pittsburgh and click on their menu. You won't regret it. You know them, you love them. They have been serving the area for over 28 years. Greater Pitt Tree Service. They offer tree and shrub trimming, pruning, and removal. Have a tree that looks like it could be a problem? They'll come by and assess the situation. Schedule your service today, 412-312-4651. Want to learn more? Check out their website, greaterpitttreeservicepa.com. Do you love hot sauce? Do you love the city of Pittsburgh? Then why not try a sauce made right here in the city? That's right, I'm talking about Artie's Hot Sauce. Our buddy Artie currently has 7 sauces available. He has Arbol and Sandy, Habanero Island, Teriyaki Thai, Pizza Shop, Sweet Jalapeno, Hoppin' Jalapeno, Triple Pepper Fret, and Hot and Sour Serrano. All crafted with no artificial flavors, with hand-picked selections of chili peppers that guarantee an unforgettable culinary adventure. What are you waiting for? Visit artieshotsauce.com. ARTIES hotsauce.com. Nothing beats a local neighborhood butcher. Locally sourced, pasture-raised, nose-to-tail meats, they connect the farmer to provide customers with the best beef, lamb, chicken, and pork that Western Pennsylvania has to offer. The craft of whole animal butchery requires respect for both the animal and the customer. Come see the difference that makes. Visit them at 5151 Butler Street, Pittsburgh, PA 15201, or check out their website at fatbutcher.com. Let's talk Carlson and Associates Real Estate Services. Located in Pittsburgh's South Side, they specialize in all aspects of real estate business, including residential and commercial sales, residential and commercial leasing, multifamily investment, historic buildings, and development in and around the city. Have a question about home buying, selling, or rentals? Give them a call at 412-431-1718 or visit them at casouthside.com. That's casouthside.com.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield Finest podcast. Real quick, just want to remind everyone, if you're, we are switching to YouTube. If you watch us on YouTube, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment. We're really asking our listeners now if it would be a big help to share it on your social media. It's a big help. We've been doing this for 5 years. Anything helps to share it. Anything. about Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're trying to get our listeners up. Also, comedy show coming up March 14th, Squirrel Hill Sports Bar. I'll be posting a link this week to purchase tickets. It will sell out fast. All right, we're going to do one. What would Greenfield do? What would Greenfield do? Woo-woo. All right. $1 billion, but you have to survive in an office for 5 minutes with Mike Tyson in his prime chasing after you. Would you take the deal?
You just got to live, or you can't get knocked out?
Survive for the 5 minutes that he's chasing you in an office.
Is he going to try to kill me?
Yeah, that's his goal.
How big is the office?
Let's say,
if we're talking about like this room, I'm dead.
Let's say like Office, like the TV show, like just the main floor, like a bunch of cubicles.
So I could hide.
Yeah, I mean, he sees you, so he's chasing you. You don't start hidden. It's like you get like maybe 10 feet away from him.
A long time, dude.
I didn't try and hide
5
it, but then he
minutes.
could grab something and beat you with it too, not just himself.
Well, 5 minutes is such a long
I don't have
time.
that type of wind right now.
No.
$1 billion.
I
go for
it. I mean, $5 billion sounds like a lot, but when
$5
you're
billion?
dead, $5 billion.
Or if you're brain dead.
But
then
you're
your family-
dead.
Maybe your family's, maybe it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. This is a tough question. I almost like to say like I'd like to try it, but then like even Mike Tyson now would still fucking kill me
I think I could stay away from him now.
more than I could before.
I don't think he got the speed. I could probably.
I think he's more-
I think I could make him get tired by chasing me.
And I think he's more of a gentle soul now.
Yeah, like back when he was like,
He might
Get him
show
all smoked up now.
He might show a little mercy on me, like Mike. I just want to live, to spend a little bit of this money.
Right, I'll give
I
you
mean,
like
is he
200
just-
million.
I mean, his goal is to kill you is the thing, so he has to
Right.
kill you. He probably gets $1 billion if he kills you.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you can't do it. He'd kill you for sure.
Oh no, you get $1 billion, not 5. But what's the difference?
Right, that's not much.
I think I would
I could
try.
probably survive off of
I'd have a full head of hair after that if I survived.
Oh, dude.
Turkey.
Yeah.
We'll do one more real quick. Would you rather get sucker punched in the face once a month for a year, or grocery shopping once in the nude? Shopping nude. As long as there's no kids in the store, you know what I mean? Like,
What if you had
You
that
only gotta
dude's
do it
frozen
once?
dick?
like if I left cryotherapy,
Yeah.
Get stuck on the door.
it's still better getting sucker punch once a month, because once a month you
That's
don't
12
know.
punches to the face.
You don't
Yeah.
know when it's coming.
Probably
Right.
get
I
knocked
can
out
grocery
12
shop. It
times.
don't even say how
What if
much.
there's a video of you with like the
You have to
smallest
go
dick
in
on
and get a
the-
gallon of milk. As long as you know where it is, it ain't in a new Costco. You could get in and out.
I'll get a bag of chips and
Yeah.
run out
You
the
gotta
door.
do
You
the
don't have to
week.
get a
You gotta
full-
be.
you
You need a good half-hour shop.
Or you got to do the whole weekly order.
But it's I know when I'm shopping, so
you
you
can
know.
stay tight to the cart.
I could prime my cock. I'll be like, dude, I'm gonna go in
Going
the
with a
summer.
chub, a little bit of a
yeah.
chub.
Every now and again.
What? I'll
Stay
check
out
out
of the freezer section is what you
check
do.
out a little bit of
Yeah.
porn on the phone. Yeah, I mean, have a semi boner and go in the store.
Yeah, semi-automatic.
And next thing, people
Yeah.
will be like, he got a huge dick and he's cool.
Yeah.
And he buys cool groceries. That's it. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in this week to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe us. Check us out on Patreon. Everyone, thank you so much for coming out to the comedy show at the Derby. Don't forget about our new sponsor, Rabner Law Firm. More information coming on that. And everyone, have a great week. And remember, folks, Greenfield loves you. We're out.